Hello, welcome to another episode of SDS. Now, this is a good one. I'm actually really excited for this one. We do this once a year. Every year we do this episode once. So you always want to tune in. And it's interesting as well to see how it lasts come towards the end of the season. When we reference it a lot. And it's always interesting, who ends up on the table for this episode. Who's done one of these before? Who's done Premier League?
Me, I was on last year.
Who was on last year? I think I've done it every year. You've done it every year. I think I've done it every year.
Yeah, I was last year.
Were you on last year?
No, we did this table in the live show.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
No, you're talking about on the...
Because we done a live show one prediction, but we also did one, episode one. Let's say
it was me.
On the episode one...
Star player. Me, Leah, Star player. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
So you guys have the honour of doing it this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back again,
You do it
baby.
every year. How many years have you been right for?
I've had hits and misses.
Yeah.
I've had,
We haven't got the
I've
winner.
had hits,
I remember like 2 seasons ago, I think you had Spurs to win the league.
Yeah. Don't worry. That was the year I joined. I remember. I was also thinking like, yo, what is he cooking over there? I had your team to win it last year. What happened there?
Yeah, I know. That's what I want to see who you have to win this year. We're going to find out, guys. So today we are doing our Premier League predictions. We are not only predicting the winners, of course, we're predicting the whole of the top 6, first of all. We're also predicting the relegated 3. We're going to predict the surprise package club that's going to have a better season than expected. The team that's going to underperform that we think. Our top scorer, our top assister, our player of the year, our young player of the year, most improved player, best manager, and the first manager to get sacked. So there's quite a few we've got to get through. As always, please feel free to get involved in the comments below. Leave all your comments below. And then obviously at the end of the season, if someone gets every single one right, that's a mad achievement.
Impossible.
Obviously, don't try and edit it. I can see if you edit it after the season finishes, all right? If I see someone that's commented it before the season started while watching this video and gets every single thing right, which is, the chances are very slim. It's like 10 different predictions you have to get right. Well, what should they get?
Come on, yes.
Should it be the same? Should it be the same price as the FPO?
Appearance.
The FPO winner.
I like that one.
You could pick appearance and SDS because you're so smart that I want to have you on the podcast. Or you could pick
Should be a new member.
upfront cash.
£500.
£500.
Did anyone win it? The FPO one.
Yeah, the guy took the money.
Took the money. See, I told you. That's my type of guy. That's my type of guy. I respect it.
Exactly.
Why would you be on the table with Liban?
But he could have chosen his table. The winner can choose the table as well.
Your own table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, he made it smart. This is a smart lad.
He did.
Smart lad.
Yeah.
I thought being on the table would be enticing, but apparently not. But we'll do FPL again this year, so we'll see if the next winner picks the appearance. All right, so to introduce the cast next to me and in front of me today, next to me we have Faisal in a Napoli shirt. Welcome, Faiz.
Come on,
We've
man.
got a very, this is probably my favorite collection of football tops we've ever had on the podcast, by the way. And this wasn't coordinated. No, I'm the only one that's not wearing a football shirt, but you guys are.
Yeah.
So Faisal, you're in a Napoli shirt. Good to see you.
Nice to be back. Welcome back as well.
Welcome back to me. Thank you.
Why is he welcoming to me? You know you tweet.
Welcome back to him.
Yeah, crazy.
Welcome back to him. Him. I'm saying to him.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I was away.
I thought you tweaked
Welcome
there
back
for a
to him.
second, you know.
I was away on preseason duty. I was away. So thank you, Faisal. Thank you for welcoming me back. Opposite him in a this is probably my favorite on the table.
Yeah, this is the
Elite.
beautiful
Palmer
shirt.
FC.
This is a beauty jersey.
Another Serie A shirt.
Maybe
Fuad.
before your time, you lot.
Yeah,
a little bit.
definitely before my time. No. Buffon was making his debut. You know we're talking too loud. Buffon was making his debut that time.
You're creaming, you know. Hey,
Listen.
listen. You're on the right side of the table. Put it that way.
True.
He's done, man. He's got like 5 years left. You know, it's crazy.
I'm telling you, man, I might have bronchitis or something, man. Hey.
He's finished.
But nah, classic shirt, man. I love this one.
It's a great shirt. It's a great shirt. Good to see you. And next to him in that Eintracht Frankfurt shirt is
Shout out my
Liban.
German brothers.
Yeah, man.
Shout out. Good. I mean,
Europa
they
League
Europa
winners?
League winners a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You know, good team. No one's wearing a Premier League shirt. We are doing Premier League predictions, but
That was
you guys look good. You guys look great.
I pulled that shirt. I was like, yo. We went wrong here.
And I'm wearing an Olympics themed shirt, so I am
Complete
I'm
different
themed.
sport.
Yeah, but no, the football Olympics right now. What's the final? France, Spain.
Yeah,
You know, Olympics is on right now, so that's me. All right, let's get into it. First one is the top 6 predictions. This is probably the one that's going to take a bit longer than the rest because we're predicting 6 different results rather than 1 or 2 in the other categories. We'll go from 6th to first. It's always fun to do that way. It's the big one. Is the predictions of the who's going to finish where, and this is what's going to be interesting to see how it holds up. In 6th place, boys. In 6th place, Who do we have? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This wasn't an easy year to do.
It's difficult.
Wasn't
Very,
an easy
very
year to do
difficult.
at all.
Very, very difficult.
It wasn't an easy year to do.
Yeah.
I'm going West Ham
Yeah.
United.
The signings.
6th place, I think. Fulcro coming in. Somerville, Lopetegui as well coming in with a new system. I think they will be a lot more.
Fotheringham though in goal.
No, but
It's not
who
gonna be-
else
it's gonna
they
be the
got?
first choice,
Didn't
isn't
they
it?
have Areola last year?
Yeah, I don't know what they did. They
decent,
got
man.
Fotheringham.
Nah, I mean, sit on the
They
bench. Don't worry, man.
got. Who else did they get? Who else have they got?
They just
Jeff
got signed
Falcon,
today. They got
Somerville.
Rodriguez today from Betis, Argentinian defender.
yeah.
Guido.
Good signing.
Decent signing.
West Ham. Anyone else got
Yeah.
West Ham? You
I got West Ham
in
6th
sixth as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting in 6th.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
both,
yeah.
both of you got
Yeah,
West Ham.
man.
I mean, it's not rare, but they've
done
almost
it
got a
before.
few sixth place
Yeah.
finishes with them.
I think what we've seen in the Premier League over maybe the past 5 years, that top 4 race is never a clear cut one team or two team. It's open up until about the 35th game of the season. And I think they will be one of the teams this year, similar like Villa were last year. I think people will be surprised by them.
But what's the Paqueta situation like? Is he rumored to be out beginning of the season? Because it's not confirmed yet.
They got Max Kilman as well.
Yes,
Yes, Max
that was
That's
the
what I
other
was
big
thinking. I was
signing.
thinking
Yeah,
there's someone
there
else.
was a defensive
A
signing.
big
that was
signing as well.
yeah.
Captain of Wolves.
Yeah,
That is-
That's a good signing.
That's a big signing.
That's a good
I
signing.
just think they got the right players in. I think they've improved the right areas that they've been lacking, especially from last season. Last season they didn't have too bad of a finish. I think they finished around
Eighth,
ninth.
I think
ninth.
With
Before
David
you, man.
Moyes, there was
Yeah.
always a level of solidity and
Yeah.
kind of a standard bearing of what you got from him.
Yeah.
I think with Lopetegui coming in, it's similar like Iraola when he came in at Bournemouth. They want to kind of take that next
Progressive,
step up.
yeah.
And I feel like he's earned that kind of right to be there. But then also the players that they brought in now kind of gives them that strength and depth, similar
Yeah.
like what Villa did last year is
Yeah.
how I'm looking
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
When Tielemans, Diaby all came in. I remember initially looking at it thinking, is it really going to work? But West Ham, I'm thinking you've been here before as well with I think back-to-back 6th place finishes a few years ago.
Yep.
So they're not foreigners here. So
Yeah.
I think they'll be
Interesting.
six.
Not a bad pick. I mean, that'll be their target. Like top 6 finish. That'll be
Yeah.
their target. They
Yeah.
want to get back into Europe's elite competitions. You don't have West Ham. I don't have West Ham in 6th as well. So who do you have?
I've got Liverpool.
Huh?
To be fair, he did say in the previous video he thinks
Liverpool.
Arne Slot's gonna get sacked midway
I
through
think
the
Slot
season.
will be sacked this season.
Hot take phase already has
No, no,
begun.
no.
Yeah, it hasn't been about minutes in. Maybe, yeah, I was about to say, it's been only been a few minutes. It's only been a few. He hasn't even warmed up. Straight in.
I've got Liverpool finishing 6th. I feel like
Not crazy. They
It's not
season
crazy,
before
man.
last they
It's not
finished what
crazy.
outside
It's
top
not-
4 as
I
well.
don't think it's crazy, but I think you're being a bit harsh. A little bit.
I
But
don't think-
Let's hear the reason.
yeah, go on.
I think this is a transition year. No club. Arne Slot's coming. I know they had a good preseason. They beat Arsenal. I think they beat another
United
they
as
beat
well.
United as well. Both of you guys.
Comfortably, yeah, but 3-0 with them. Come on, comfortably.
Don't worry about that.
Uncomfortable.
Don't worry about that, man.
Hey,
Come on,
We got the job done when it mattered. So they can have this little. They can have this little holiday.
hey, they're
one.
gonna eat off that dialogue over
They can,
decades, I'm telling
they can have the holiday one. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I feel like just because of the fact Salah, of course, new haircut. It looks like he could be back.
Still scoring.
The fact they are the only team that has yet to make a signing is concerning for me. I feel like if you go to next season with the same players of last season, players like Darwin Núñez, if you trust in Darwin Núñez yet again, Luis Diaz, who had his hit and misses last season, I don't know. I don't feel like, yes, the preseason hype is there. I don't feel like they can replicate that into next season and do what they did better than last season.
Do you not think there's room for improvement in a lot of their players? I'm looking at guys like Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, who missed big chunks of last year. Gakpo coming off the back of a big tournament as well. Konate missed big spells of injury last year. Like, there's parts of that team that I think maybe we didn't see the best of last year, and some parts we did, and they overperformed in the early parts. But also a new manager coming in with a new system. You know, sometimes players play with that kind of like, almost like kids in the park, like attitude. And I just feel like that's what, bro, I'm seeing them doing boxing classes and Muay Thai sessions on their preseason tour. So there's a sense of freedom that Arne Slot's going to bring. I think people will be surprised with. I do think there's going to be a transition period, but I don't think it's going to be as deep as a reset.
But
as
history
people
does
think.
also show that when a great manager like Ferguson or a Wenger, and now Klopp is the next one, leaves, the manager directly next doesn't succeed.
He suffers.
And, he suffers, and it's shown that every single time. So you think Slot's going to break that chain?
I don't think...
I also have them higher than 6, so
I think in terms of all of those, from like Ferguson to Moyes, Emery to Wenger, I think Slot and Klopp, maybe style-wise, is probably the closest of all of those three kind of
You think so?
replacements.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think Slot has got the same style and system compared to Klopp. But one
I
thing,
think in terms of the intensity that they'll play with.
that's true. One thing that Wenger, and who else did you mention? Wenger, Ferguson.
Yeah.
Liverpool's key and core players are still there in the likes of Alisson,
Virgil,
Trent, Salah, and Van Dijk. But I still don't think those four are enough to replicate a top 4 finish.
But then the improvements from those other players, could they not happen? Jota, for example, they missed large chunks of last year.
I mean, listen. Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll speak more about Liverpool because someone's had them higher up. We're not going to stay too long on the 6th place finishers. My 6th place team is your boys, Spurs.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Talk to me, Sharky.
So, and what do you mean? Ooh, you finna gonna do bits this year? Yeah, really? You feel confident about them? Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think with Spurs, it's you had that fantasy dream start with Ange, 100%. Now everyone's like, calm down. Expectations for Ange is settled now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like your signings are anything groundbreaking. You know,
Right.
And on top of that, I don't think your squad already was a squad that can finish in the top 4. Right? You had a lot of injuries last season, given you did have a lot of injuries last season. But I just don't think, I think with the teams that I have, especially the team that I have directly above you, I compared the squads and the manager.
Yeah.
And I think both ways they beat you guys. And that's the team that I have just directly above you. And all the other teams above that, same way, same thing as well. So for me, I even contemplated having Spurs just outside the top 6. Just outside the top 6.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't feel very confident about Spurs this season.
For me, I think I'm looking more.
I don't think you have
forward
enough firepower.
That's
what it is.
That part is what concerns me, and I think we will probably address that before the window is closed.
Of course, we're filming
And I
this
think
at a time where
yes,
it's not window's not closed. Things
fully.
can change, and obviously that's the
think
thing we're gonna have to deal with.
That's the big
but
part. I think in terms of the signings this year, the 2 midfielders that have been brought in Bergvall and Gray, I think in terms of depth-wise, that's the perfect quality and depth for the future. Maybe not right now.
That's what I'm saying.
but I
We're talking
think
about
in
this
terms-
season.
We've got Basuma, Bentancur, and Maddison, who in my eyes are experienced players, and we should be seeing better seasons from. I trust them, but if their form does waver, I know there's quality on the bench there. I think in the attack is where I worry. I think the defense this year, I'm expecting them to be more solid. A second year.
defense was
a lot of them-
leaky last year.
A lot of times they didn't play together last year. Remember that
Yeah,
as well?
no, of course,
Van
there's
der Ven
injuries.
was out injured. Udogi was out suspended parts. So it's
First
like
half of the season, you men were very good.
very good. When that initial unit was playing together, they were very good. And then there was all the injury suspension.
They were
and
still
everything.
conceding, but you were winning games
Agreed.
because you were very
I think
exciting.
Dragusin coming in this year. I think Spence will get another chance this year as well.
But these aren't names that are exciting me.
I
These aren't
fully
names
agree,
that I'm
but
like hearing
it's
Dragon
the
and
same
Spencer.
thing.
They're
It's the
not
same
like
thing.
names that
It's
are
the same
like.
thing I was saying with Liverpool. I think sometimes you see players improve the season after, and I think this is the
Yeah, for
second
sure.
year in the Ange project. I'm expecting to see a level of growth within this team. Like a lot of the team was young last year as well.
Yeah.
A lot of players playing their first season of Premier League football. So if anything, I'm like, okay, if we were battling outside the top 4, the expectation this year is to get that top 4. So if we were to get what you're saying, I will only accept that if there's, cups coming elsewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
So if that's what you're telling me in your story that I'm getting 6th place,
he don't,
a Europa League, Carabao, and FA Cup.
That's not the
Settle
truth.
for a couple of silverware treble.
I didn't say they're going to win.
Settle for that. Settle for that, Sharky.
I hear where you're
The Mourinho trouble. The Mourinho trouble.
I will take it.
Of course,
I will.
as you
I will
should.
come here
As you should.
screaming.
As you should.
Aye.
All right, let's move up now to 5th place. Who does everyone have in 5th?
I had Spurs at 5th.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kind of similar to what Sharky was alluding to.
Outside the top 4.
I think the biggest concern again is your firepower up front.
Yeah.
I feel like the same issues that you had last season hasn't really been addressed in the attack. Obviously, again, that can change because you hard linked to Solanke and other forwards, so that could change my opinion of Spurs going into the season. But also another thing as well. Last season, it was a bit like Ange coming in. We didn't know what to expect. He kind of surprised the league. It was something new, something different. And I think going into this season, I think a lot of teams will be now kind of expecting or understanding how Spurs are going to play. So I think it's this season, I think teams will set up a lot more differently when they come against Spurs. That's one reason.
Look forward to this. Phase 2.2.
Nah, I think
I saw guys talking about phase 2.4.
No, 'cause-
we're in phase 2.2.
that's right. I said 2.2.
We watching over there.
But also when you did have your players back, and I know you did have injuries, but there was a certain period, especially coming towards the last quarter of the season.
Yeah.
You had pretty much your full team back, and you had that
wasn't looking
thumping.
good, bruv.
You had that thumping at the St
Yeah.
James Park. There, you lost games that you shouldn't have lost.
Villa.
Fulham away.
Yeah.
So it's not. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the.
You got away with that one as well.
You got
away. There was no episode.
Bro.
You got away with that.
Yeah, you
Bro,
got away with
it was
that. I
midweek 10
remember
games,
that.
that episode.
So for me, it's kind of like, unless I see drastic additions, like drastic changes or big additions, with Tottenham, because I think even with the defense that they've got now, yes, it is a very stable defense, and it is a defense that you can trust. But there are slight tendencies here and there where you're like, what is going on? So I don't know.
It's that for me. I think the interesting thing will be that high line.
The highlight.
How that progresses this year.
But I think
Does that defense adapt a little bit? Does Ange tweak it in certain
It's the
games?
manager, and that's down to the manager.
100%.
That's down to the manager. And
so
I feel
for me,
like,
I think there's going to be certain parts where I'm looking at Ange like, tactically, how have we matured? Do you know what I'm saying?
And
And
I
I'm
feel like-
expecting that maturity to come along.
Yeah, and I feel like the same energy. Sorry, I've got to do this here because I don't like to do the you guys, us guys. I don't like to do that stuff, but I kind of have to do it now. The energy that people were giving Ten Hag last season, obviously first season, you established yourself, you got yourself here and there, top 4. Or was it like a good finish, a good season?
for sure.
Second season now, eyes on Ange. Now we need to
for
see
sure,
what
for
that
sure.
hype was all about,
For
all
sure.
the excitement that you guys had. Yes, Ange is he's playing this incredible football.
What hype though? Because
There was hype.
it was, especially
there was
first-
hype.
as a
There
start.
was hype.
Just because
10 games.
There was hype to the point where
yes.
guys were doing the whole
Robin
look
Williams
at
had a
Ange,
song.
look at Ange,
Robin Williams
look
had
at
a song
Ange.
for him. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
We've been on Spurs for a while.
Yeah,
who else?
so-
Everyone has. Who else does
Yeah,
everyone
who
have?
else do you lot have?
Anyone have Spurs at 5th?
No.
Okay, cool. Yes, Spurs
I
at
had
5th.
Liverpool.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you have Liverpool.
that's
So,
the
so
same.
you kind of agree with
This
Faisal.
is, but I kind of agree. I just, no. There was a difference. There was a difference in tone.
It's one
That's what it was.
position, actually.
No. You were trying to go.
I can't lie to you. One
Talking
position.
about Arnold Slot being
Oh,
sacked.
wait,
I can't lie to
wait.
you. One position is nasty.
Yeah, bro.
You were giving him all the energy. I can't lie. Go in one position up
And wait,
is nasty
he was
work.
defending him saying
It's nasty
Klopp
work.
and Slot are the closest
Hey,
out of
yeah.
the-
Hey,
out of the
hey,
managers.
What are you
nasty
doing?
work.
Klopp had a rough season this year. You know what I mean? It didn't end the way he wanted it to.
Wait. Why double position 5 then? You tell me.
Because of the transition.
That's nasty work, you know. That's nasty work.
No, you lot are not understanding. He was rubbishing the whole thing. As if to say, like, Slot is going to be sacked by Christmas.
Yeah.
This thing ain't going to work. It's going to capitulate.
Yeah, of course,
and they'll
yeah.
be lucky to
Yeah.
fall to 6. I'm
Yeah.
saying it's not going to be as bad as you lot think. And I said before he started with that race for 4th is never as clear cut.
Yeah, it's true.
Liverpool will be in that Champions League race.
For sure.
But they might
You
just
think they miss out?
crumble
You said-
away or something
Yeah.
like that. No,
No, you didn't say that.
said Slot
And you
will be
said
sacked.
You said he getting sacked as well.
Yeah, but
Complete different narrative.
But there's someone else
Yeah,
who come.
I can't lie, he's right though. Okay, now I think about it. They're right. The view is slightly different.
It is different.
It's one position.
So,
I think Liverpool will be in that Champions League race,
Okay.
but they just might miss out because of relying on Darwin Núñez for goals, Luis Diaz. Little things like that might come back to catch on them.
Bar for bar.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. You said he gets sacked. You said he gets sacked.
Wait. I mentioned this one
But I think where they will be helped is, as I said, this season there will be improvements in players like Jones, Elliott, Konate being back, Jota being back. This guy didn't
What about
want
your
no
boy-
credit.
It's the Ignition 2
Gakpo
remix.
come
I
off
can't
the
lie.
Euros.
Cody
Off the
Gakpo,
Euros.
Gravenberch.
yeah.
It's calm, man. You basically done a remix. You just jumped another 5 artists on the track. That's what you did. Yeah.
I was about to sing a crazy song. Let me know.
Yeah, see. Okay, cool. So you have Spurs in 5th. Liban has Spurs in 5th.
It doesn't rhyme with.
You've got Liverpool in 5th.
Nelly. Does it rhyme with Nelly?
Doesn't matter. You got Liverpool in 5th.
Yeah.
I have his boys at 5th.
My boys.
It was
Okay.
close. I had you in 4th originally,
Okay.
but then I had you just finish outside
Okay.
the top 4.
Yeah.
Only because at this moment in
Yeah,
time,
I understand. Yeah.
obviously last season you had the worst league campaign you ever had, right? Minus goal difference, everything. We don't have to go into. We
we've
had
done
the,
it,
we had
yeah,
the fun
yeah.
last season on that. So of course, the only way is up. Hopefully, I just don't think what you've done in that time from last season till now, till today, at this point of filming this podcast. Obviously, you got Lenny Yoro, which same thing. It's not like he could be a good signing for the future. Not even his injuries, but I'm saying, but I'm talking about this season straight away.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not going to come in and suddenly be the man that's going to go take you from where did you finish, 7th or whatever, 8th, to the top 4. Yoro isn't, I don't think. And the same with Xerxes. I don't think it is. So at this moment in time, I don't think you have a strong enough squad. And with Ten Hag still being there, the pressure straight away, lose a couple games, it will start all over again. The whole Ten Hag out will start all over again, the pressure and everything. So me having you guys in 5th, that's still an improvement from last season.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you can't get as bad as you did last
You're
season.
being generous then.
Yeah, I'm being generous, but I just couldn't put you guys in the top 4 for all those reasons. I was like, there's not enough evidence for me
Yeah.
to push up that many places into the top 4.
Yeah.
5th for me is like, I still think I'm gonna do better than Spurs. I think I'm gonna have a much better season. but I just don't think at this moment in time you have enough to get into that top 4. So I think you might even finish a bit lower than 5th, but 5th is my...
Okay. No, it's
But
a
I'm
fair,
still like,
it's a
yeah.
fair,
that should be United should be the overperforming team then. Like,
You never know. I haven't got there yet.
yeah. No, that's a fair,
Because 5th is, especially
Opinion,
based on
yeah.
how they've been, especially last season, 5th is like a big jump up. Obviously, you guys don't want 5th, you want top 4, of course.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't even get into top 4 based
Because
on
it's weird, because
evidence.
I was kind of of that mindset, but I feel like the signing of Xerxes and Euro tipped it forward.
I don't think so.
To put them forward.
Yeah,
I don't think it's moved
Like,
anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's stayed up there.
You don't think so now? I think
I don't think
Xerxes
so.
brings a level of link up that might bring better out of Rashford. I'm
And
looking at, for
Garnacho as
example,
well, yeah.
Garnacho as well. I'm thinking it just brings normal depth as well when you can't. Let's say Hoyland maybe is going through a dry spell or whatever. I think Euro's definitely going to improve the defense, in my opinion. I think right now he
don't
comes
think
in
so.
and brings.
me neither.
Maybe people
I
think
mean, it's
he's
out
a
for
bit
3
raw,
months,
he's a bit
unfortunately, yeah.
new, but I think the quality's there to be seen.
I think give him time. I
yeah.
think if he's managed well, everyone knows the raw talent he has, the ability he has. If he's managed well, some players, take 2 seasons maybe, grow into his body, whatever.
Yeah.
He's a natural player, but I don't think he's going to come in right now today, first season. And if he proves me wrong, well done to him. I love seeing young players do well.
We love these preseason
No,
predictions.
I see. No, if
Come back,
if he comes
What would you say about Euro, blood?
if he proves me wrong,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Like I like players doing well,
yeah.
especially the young players like them doing well. But
Yeah.
I just don't think he's gonna come in first season, take the defensive reins. Like this is my defense, and then I'm gonna lead you guys to moving up 5.
I'm actually I'm expecting that
think
actually from Lisandro.
Yeah.
I'm expecting that
yeah.
from Lisandro to come back and really take that.
Yeah, then you think Euro's
defense,
gonna
and I think
partner him,
Euro's
it's
going to
gonna be
come
a
and
partnership.
partner. It's almost
I
going
don't
to be
see
like a
it.
perfect
I don't
yin
see
and
it.
yang.
I don't
I
see
think
it.
United
So-
have
I
been.
don't think as United, but I don't think the club, I don't think the fans are putting that kind of pressure on Euro
Yeah,
anyway.
I hope not. Give him time.
And I think Euro, from what I saw, of just even that glimpse of what we saw, I think he's already mature, way too mature for his age.
You saw
Even
what?
the way he plays.
You saw how
Rangers
how
and
much
the
this-
first half against Arsenal.
This bitter
First half, he
brother,
played about 20
I-
minutes.
Well,
You're
how much
bitter
is
because
he-
you're
How
bitter
much- no,
because
no,
we
no.
stole him from you.
How much?
Yeah,
how
I
much is
understand.
he?
Huh?
He played
much
about
is
20
he?
minutes because Arsenal didn't get played.
How much is
He said first half. It was
He
20
played about
minutes.
20 minutes, bro.
It was 20 minutes.
I was
It was
there.
the first half.
It was the first half.
He didn't play the whole first half. He came off like 20, 30 minutes max. I was there.
Listen,
Are you
it
sure?
don't- it-
I was
Oh, yes,
there.
actually, there
I
was
was
a
sat
break.
beside
It
him.
was a break.
You're
Yeah,
just-
you're
you're
right.
just
And then
bitter.
what?
You're
And
just
then-
bitter that
and
you missed out on
he-
Euro.
he
It was a
said-
break.
he said- He said the full game against Rangers. It was 45 minutes.
I never said full. I never said full game. I never said full game.
semantics.
See, now you're just trying to. He's a nasty word. Do you know why? I even said glimpse of what we've seen from him. He looks mature for his age.
What
Can I not
pass
say
that
it?
Maguire can make as well?
Don't do that because
Come on,
listen. Don't do that because you were there doing your little YouTube videos, yeah, with your little kinky background lights and that, yeah, talking about Euro. We need Euro to come in and yeah, he's gonna do this for Real Madrid and do that. And now you wanna come on the top table and talk rubbish,
Come on, man.
yeah, with your little horny kinky lights, man. Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
Little red light district,
Red light district, you, bro. Come in there, blood. Who you trying to seduce, bro? This guy, bro.
Yeah,
With
that blue neon light is crazy.
With your little neon lights, man. Get your breasts out then. Go on then, get your breasts out as well then. Go on, get it out for the camera. Little through you, man.
He's out.
Yeah.
He's out for 3 months. Isn't it?
Yeah, I know he's out for 3 months. Yeah, I got you there. That's you, bro. This is what you're doing now. This is what you're
He's out for 3
doing.
months.
Yeah.
Just to wrap up my statement, United, also, like I said, the window's still open, but I think as well, on top of that, your midfield depth isn't strong enough. On top of that, I know Scott McTominay isn't a fan favourite, but he looks like he's leaving as well.
Yeah.
And your midfield depth, of course, hopefully Mason Mount can come and have a good
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
But looking at it, obviously, Casemiro, we know what he is. Kobe's the guy. That's
Hassan. That's Hassan. Casemiro. We all know what he is.
You know what he is. You know what I mean? We know what he is. Casemiro. But then on top of that, you have proven all you have is Mainu and Bruno. And then Mason Mount, he's still unknown entity if he's going to fit into this team. Christian Eriksen's on the latter end of his career. Casemiro. And then what you got? Daniel Go, Hannibal Medjugorje.
No, I'm not against anything.
Fifth is pretty high. No, I'm just trying to tell myself.
Very high.
I'm not saying that for you. I'm saying to myself to realize I might have gone a bit too high.
No. The thing is,
Very
no.
high.
I don't because for me it was. We'll get onto it anyway. But for me, my team anyway, it was between 5th and 4th.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
we'll speak more about
it,
United because I know you're linked to like Sander Berge and all
Yeah,
that.
we're
So
linked
speak
to
about that.
Is that the badge? Yeah.
No, you are though.
Yeah, I can't.
No, you're linked to
No,
it.
you know this guy. You're starting the slide digs. The season just started. You already starting now.
I'm not upset.
You need to be careful, you know.
How?
You need to be careful. You remember you ducked me
Sander
as well.
Bach.
You ducked me towards the end of the season. You need to relax yourself.
Sander Bach.
Alright, that's strike one. That's strike one.
Despicable.
That's strike one. I'm on you. Strike one. That's strike one. Stand the bench. You know, all the players that were linked with, yeah? All the players were linked with. The first thing that comes out his mouth is stand the bench. So you there, you nasty you. Say that, man.
Highly rated back in the day. So, who do you have in fifth? We've been on. This might be 2 videos, brother, because we've been in the top 6. It was only
Nah,
26
bro,
minutes.
you don't need to
26
explain
minutes in,
yourself.
we're on 5th place.
You don't need to explain yourself. Because I don't have
who's
United.
fifth?
Oh.
You haven't had top 6 at all.
Yeah, I don't have a top 6.
First. Chelsea.
I've got Chelsea. 5th.
Chelsea.
Wait, should I explain why I don't have United?
No. We've been on United for time.
Okay.
Chelsea. Why do you have
Chelsea.
Chelsea?
I've got Chelsea finishing 5th. I feel like they've learned that mistake with Potter and
With who?
They made no mistakes, man.
With Pa. With Pa. Who's Pa? Who's Pa? Who's Pa?
Graham.
Graham Pa, yeah? That's a good
Pa.
one, man. Sounds like he's in the sector. Or lie. Graham
And
Pa.
no, they've learned their mistakes. I think they will give Enzo a big, like, you know what? 2-3 months. He tried with the preseason. Hey, hear me out. He tried with the preseason. I can see the philosophy. I can see the system.
Faisal, break down the philosophy for me in as little words
Haven't they
as
lost
possible.
every game?
Wait.
The results don't matter. It's preseason,
Wait a
but
minute.
What have you seen?
Wait a
What have you
minute.
seen?
I can see.
Faisal, break it down for me.
I can see where the wing backs is playing centre mid. Reece James is inverting. I can see Mudryk coming in, Sterling overlap.
You read
I
this
can
off a
see
dumb
it.
Twitter thread.
I can see
Read
it.
this off a dumb
ChatGPT.
Twitter thread.
I can see it.
ChatGPT.
I feel. I feel like.
What about
Tell me about how you can just.
Come on,
Alright, that might be the shortest comeback I've ever seen ever. You know, already I don't want him to. I only want him to do it bad. You know, I already hate watching him.
It's disgusting.
Bro, you know how tired I am. Why does he do that with the hand as well?
Because it was Haaland's trembling when he sees Cucurella.
That's crazy. The hand thing is free.
But no, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
But yeah, so anyways, Chelsea.
Philosophy
Have you
stuff.
seen the size of their squad?
Huh?
Have you seen the size of their
They've got a
squad?
It can be-
50-man squad.
So,
What do you mean so?
half
You
of
can't
them
name
going to
me.
be learned out, Ak. None of them going to be.
I'll be real.
Hear me out.
It just, I'll be real with you, Chelsea doesn't make sense. And
me
last year, I
out.
was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was
Yeah.
thinking, Pochettino, maybe he can work something through. He's worked with
Yeah.
a young core
Yeah.
like Spurs. I saw him trying to build something. Then they got rid of him.
Started from
And then
square one.
started from scratch. Not learning from their lesson, like you're saying they have. And they've done the same thing that they did last summer, where you clearly saw that they needed experience. They needed some senior heads to come in. Instead, they've gone, hey, who's the new kid? Gabriel Mec in Brazil or whatever. Whoever's in the favelas, if you've got 2 touch, come here and sign this contract. What is wrong with this club? I'm sorry, and you're here trying to say they're finishing 5th. And because they've lost every preseason game, I see the philosophy. Stop scratching your belly, bro.
Chelsea
Tell
are a
us.
shambolic. They are in. It's right
in
now.
disarray.
They're in disarray.
Let me just add one thing about
Chelsea.
Yeah, let me just add one thing.
Okay.
Just hear me out, yeah? They are going to be playing the right team. Everyone that was injured last season, the likes of Lavia and this and that, I think now they'll be back healthier and better. Casado, big season. Enzo, after the whole drama, X, Y, and Z, big season. Reece James back, big season. Nico, big season. But I'm telling you, on this new manager, I'm telling you, don't be surprised if they finish top 4.
They're not going to finish top 4. They won't even. They'll be lucky to
Don't be
finish even top
surprised.
6.
Enzo
This
is
is what
going
I
to
was
be.
saying last year. I
They're going to be
remember.
lucky to finish. Let me tell you why,
It's
bro.
different to last season.
Listen.
It's different to the season before.
Let me
Like I
tell-
said,
can I-
it's
can I
not
tell you-
Graham
can I-
Potter thing.
what's different?
It's no
what's different?
punch and this and that.
Can I tell you what's different?
Huh?
Can I tell you what's
You want a
different?
manager like
I will
every
tell
year.
you. No, I'll tell you. They know that's one reason why they got this new manager, Enzo. If they wanted a stopgap manager, a short term, they can bring the likes of the Jose's, the Contes, the Saris.
They don't. None of. I don't think any of them.
They're all
go.
exes.
Huh? What do
They're
you
all
mean?
ex-managers. They wouldn't bring them back.
No. They can. Bring
I don't think they even wanted to go back. Let's be real.
I said they can bring the likes in terms of a winner. A winner. They've learned from the likes of Poch, Graham Potter, and Tuchel. If we get someone like Enzo hasn't, but his resume hasn't done nothing. He went from Leicester.
Exactly. You just
I
named
know,
the 3
but
managers,
they know,
even Potter, who have proven
Okay,
themselves more than
that's
Enzo.
what I'm
So what
saying.
is it that you're? I'm not saying he's a bad,
First of
bad
all-
coach. Of course, he's a
first
great
of
coach,
all,
but
a PEP student. That's one.
That's why. I knew that's what I was waiting to hear. That's what I was waiting
Hear
to
me
hear.
out.
That's what I was waiting
Secondly-
to hear. I knew that's what his
Another
own
one of
base.
his-
Okay,
his
no,
whole
wait,
base.
wait,
wait,
let me
one of his
tell you. Let me
co-holders.
tell you. Okay, I'm
Because
gonna. I've got a rebuttal for this.
They've learned. We bought 3 managers in the past. We were supposed to give them a long-term project. We didn't. We just gave up on them. They know. Why would they bring another one and just give up on them? They know this guy has to be the guy. He has to be the guy. Todd Bowley said, he said,
Does
yo,
that guy watch football?
The guy listens to your spaces and retweets your thing, and you think he knows what he's doing.
He was in my space.
Listen,
I can't trust him.
I can't trust him. He listens to what you have to say. Yeah. So therefore, I can't trust the owner like that. Let me tell you why they brought in Enzo Maresca. Yeah.
You tell
and
me.
I'm not gonna call it Enzo Maresca. I'm gonna call it Enzo Maresca. Yeah, because they needed a yes man. That's what they needed. They needed a yes man. Yeah, Maresca. Yeah, let me tell you why. Listen, Maresca. You know why? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Yeah. Why did they get rid of Tuchel? Why did they get rid of Pochettino? Because they're managers that were. Hold on. It's Maresca. That's why we're gonna call it because he's a yes man. He's a yes man, and that's what they needed. They needed a yes man in place.
You've got that from Twitter as well.
They got a puppet in.
I know he practiced that in the mirror for sure.
Listen.
Maresca.
Yes,
gonna break you.
Listen.
You know,
Let me
like,
tell you.
don't troll football with him, man.
Listen, Maresca, listen. Let it land. Let me land.
It might grow on me.
Listen, it's gonna grow on you. As the season goes on, it's gonna grow on you. Don't worry. It might sound a bit funny now. By December, you're saying Maresca as well. Don't worry.
What Drake takes?
Listen, yeah, it's like Drake takes, man. Don't worry, it's gonna. Do you know what I mean? It'll grow on you.
God.
But the reason why Pochettino especially and Tuchel had problems with at Chelsea, it was because of the fact that they're the type of managers that will challenge the ownership. They will challenge the hierarchy because they see things that are not in line with their vision for how they want to play football or how they want the club to move forward. They needed a manager this time round who's just gonna basically be told what to do and he's gonna go onto the pitch and just manage the team on the pitch. They don't want anyone telling them things or going into presses like Pochettino was doing, like Tuchel was doing, and criticizing management, or even saying in press conferences that if they want me to leave, it's not about a case of them wanting me to leave.
Yeah.
I might not want to stay. That was Pochettino's words. So you got now a manager where he's at a club that are not even getting the right profile of players for the way he wants. I can see how he's trying to play football. I can see what type of football he wants to play. But look at the profile of players that Chelsea have at their club. And it's so evident in pre-season. You can see...
Which profiles have they got this summer? Which
not profiles of players. I'm talking about the ones that are already at the club. Because they're not getting... The problem at Chelsea right now, they're not even...
They don't have space to get players.
They're not even getting rid of players before bringing in new players. The problem that everybody was saying last year is that they need to get rid of a lot of players first. Lukaku's still there. He's still a Chelsea player.
He's gone.
But I'm saying, Lukaku's still technically a Chelsea player. As of current right now, he's still a Chelsea player. Kepa's still a Chelsea player. How many players have they brought in that they already saying, oh, yeah, we're done with him already?
Yeah.
You got that Leslie kid in midfield.
But these
I know you're gonna be hyping that Samu Urodion, whatever. I know you're gonna be gassing it.
Here we go. You got
Baller.
Listen, it's not about whether they're ballers or not. I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying whether the players they're bringing in are ballers or not. Whether the players that they have are ballers or not. That's not the question. It's just that there's too much. It's too right now. Chelsea, the state they're in, is too much of a mess at the moment. That do they even have the patience? Yeah, to move in a direction where they're gonna get rid of half the team that are deadwood, let's be real, half the team are deadwood, and then get the players in, and it doesn't even look like they're getting players in for the manager. They're just getting players in and say, yeah, you got to work with that.
It's crazy.
You got to work with that.
Yeah.
You're telling me the signings that have been made this summer, those are Maresca signings.
I'm telling you one thing though.
Are they Maresca signings or are they club
No,
signings? They're signing players from 2 years from now.
They
Okay, let me tell you something.
7 years from now.
Do you know what confused me the most?
Yeah.
Tosin Adarabioyo.
Yeah.
I don't get why they signed Tosin Adarabioyo.
Because they got Disasi, they got Badiashile, they got Fofana, they got Cole.
Thiago Silva
They had
left.
Trevor Chalobah as well.
Thiago Silva left. No, Chalobah.
Yeah,
no, but they've got
they
5
get rid-
centre-backs
yeah.
there already. They needed a 6th one just to...
Nobody on this table
no,
can tell
I'm
me
not
what their
getting-
starting centre backs
Arsenal
are.
have 7
No,
centre-backs,
hold
but
on.
I don't
Let me
get
tell you right now. No
Tosin.
one on this table can tell me what Chelsea's starting 2 centre backs are.
I shall tell you.
You can't even tell me.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Please do.
I'll tell you.
Please.
They'll be playing by the start of the season 3 centre backs. It'll be 5 at the back.
Okay.
Okay. And then who's the 3 centre backs?
It'll be Cole on the left centre back.
Yeah.
The middle.
Oh, you say, okay, you don't, when you
The
do
middle,
faces,
the middle,
you don't even
the
have
middle,
that
Wesley,
conviction.
the middle, Wesley, right centre back. I feel like it's not going to be Reece. I think Reece is going to play right centre back.
You think
And then Malo
Reece,
Gusto gonna play-
who is probably one of the best right backs
You know why?
on his day,
And you know why?
attacking as well.
and attacking,
You know why?
go forward,
You know
and
why?
it's going to play.
You know why? You know why? You know
You
why?
can play the inverted role.
Bingo.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's just
Bingo.
move on,
Let's get to the top
One
four.
thing I will tell you. One thing I will tell you.
please,
Can I just
please,
tell one
please.
thing?
No, please.
Because I don't have United top 6, I know for a fact. Come back to this video. Come back to this clip. And come back to this moment. I know for a fact. Chelsea will 100%, 1000% finish above you, man. I know. I can guarantee. You know how Chalk says, guarantee
Oi.
they'll finish above United. Watch. Just watch.
You should
Hey,
do
but
a
they
little
did
bit.
last season.
Do you want to do better right now?
They did last
Bold. Go
for the
go
law.
fully bold and shave your beard if they don't.
Okay, what about him?
On
about him? What about
I
him?
want
Okay,
on
I
an
like this.
SDS episode.
What about
I
him?
want beard off. No,
what-
no,
what-
no,
what-
no, no, no,
what-
no,
what-
no,
what
no,
are you
no.
gonna do? Wait, we'll get to
Stand.
him,
No,
we'll
wait,
get
wait,
to
wait.
him.
Stand on business
I'm standing
and
on
be a
business.
man.
Okay, so
The
what are you gonna
same
do?
way you're willing to make that claim.
Okay.
If it doesn't
Okay,
happen,
the hair's too much. We've got to shave his whole beard.
I want the
It'll grow
beard
back.
naked.
Oh, no,
I want
no,
that
not
triple
big.
chin
Okay,
exposed.
Not big.
Which
Not
one?
big, not big. Chill out, no.
And you
chill
know
out.
what? And you know what? As part of my bet,
Okay.
I'll dye my hair blonde again. I'll do my hair blonde
Okay, you
again.
dye your hair blonde.
Oh, we dyed both again.
No, no, no,
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
the
no, no,
loser
no,
dyes
no,
their hair
no,
blonde.
His dad couldn't kill him.
He shaves his beard. You get the plaits again.
The flat. Yeah, that's gonna take time, bro. That's gonna take ages. I have to grow out my hair.
Yes, grow from now. Grow from now.
No, not the beard, man. The beard.
I can't like.
So what do you
I know
do?
this. Hold on. How
Beard
about
or
this?
head? Which one?
I'll dye my hair. Like I'll
Okay,
dye
no,
my
how
hair.
about this, how
my
about
hair-
this, how
my
about
hair,
this?
whatever color you want.
I've got a plan,
Yeah,
I've got a
whatever
plan.
color you want,
I've
I'll
got a
dye.
plan.
Yeah.
I've got a plan.
Go on.
How about we get the comments involved? The comments will decide.
No, we're going to decide.
No, we're gonna
he
decide
should
amongst ourselves. Don't try and look
Listen,
for a
no,
get out.
SDS is green, so you have to dye your hair green.
Ooh, I like that.
Whichever
yes.
team finishes below, they
Hey,
will
hair and
Chelsea
beard.
United.
Hair and beard.
Just
I want the green goblin.
Go on. Oh, wait, right now.
Green hair!
I'm gonna make him get out.
Green hair!
Go on.
Green!
How confident are you?
Yes.
You crazy?
I'm confident.
See, you're not standing
You're the
on
one that said
business.
the same. He didn't say the
You're
same.
short.
Okay, okay, you
You're
know
just
what?
saying stuff you don't believe. You don't believe it.
You know what? Come!
You don't believe it.
Enzo!
Enzo!
He said he doesn't scared. He's scared.
You ain't real men.
He's scared.
You ain't real men.
Next year.
You ain't real men.
saying things. I told you.
You
He's
don't
just
believe
saying
what
things
you
for the
say.
sake of
Even
saying
the
it.
green
just
hair,
showed you don't believe
either
it.
the green hair or both Enzo and Ten Hag are bold, so you have to replicate him, whichever one loses.
I'm saying I'm not on the shaving thing, but I'm on the dyeing thing.
We both got bold.
We both go bold.
He'll do green, you do bold.
The loser, yeah.
You do
Nah,
green, you
I'll
do
do
bold.
dye. I'll
He'll
dye
do
my
green,
hair.
you
I'll
do
dye my
bold.
hair
I'm
whatever
going
color.
bold.
Okay.
I'm going bold.
Okay.
Green or
bold?
bold? Yeah, I like this
Say
one.
no more. Hey,
camera.
got it on camera. I love this.
There you go. That's it.
Stand on business.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go.
This means something
it.
now.
That's
Hey,
it.
The
There you
end
go.
of the season, we're watching Chelsea United.
Wallahi,
There you go.
I'll beat Enzo. Wallahi.
He's pissed. You know
Yeah,
that.
how you want?
He's pissed. I'm telling you now. He's pissed.
You better step up, man.
He's a Chelsea fan now this season.
You're eating.
He's
You're
pissed.
eating.
How's he eating?
I cannot wait to slap your head, brother.
Because we all have United in the top 6 and not Chelsea.
Yeah.
So what I can say now is you guys better stick with us the whole season because we're guaranteed at the end of the season gonna either see someone with green hair or someone bold out of these teams.
This is
guaranteed.
beautiful.
One of them, you know, like someone's gonna finish above the other, so someone's gonna do the forfeit. Guaranteed.
It's gonna happen. That's it. We set it in stone.
How you looking like Maresca?
He's gonna look like the manager's been backing. That's good. You're gonna look like he's gonna look like your boy now. You're gonna look like your boy, which is good.
Oh,
Let's get into the
He's
top
not
4.
confident at all. He's sweating. He's sweating. He's sweating.
look at him.
No.
He's sweating. Look at him.
I'm thinking, what layout should I be doing? Becoming Benzema or something. I'm already thinking.
He's just gonna run it back.
have you seen that video that you copying Benzema?
Oh yeah. And they do the little montage video. Then LeBron James, boom, 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 boom. You're just doing with a rodeo. That's you.
Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting season now.
That's you. Literally, that's you.
It's gonna be an interesting season now, guys. And we're not even in the top 4.
Aye.
And we've got one of the biggest forfeits challenges that we've ever had on SDS. Going into the top 4 now. Who does everyone have?
I had United.
I had United
Yeah.
fourth as well.
I had Villa.
I got Villa as well.
Oh, you lot think Villa will repeat?
Yep.
Interesting. Talk
Okay.
to me.
I think the players which they've signed, great players. I think they've added quite well compared to what they did last season. Of course, Douglas Luiz missing is huge.
Yeah, Diaby.
Diaby missing, but I think they've the likes of
Onana.
Ross Barkley, Onana coming in. The wingers in Illing Jr. from Juve and the brother from Hull City, wasn't him?
Jaden. Philogene.
Yeah. I feel like what they've got now, they've got an A team and a B team. Similar to what they had last season.
Yeah,
a lot of people
They've got
say
2 squads.
2 squad.
Which they need for this season, the Champions League football.
Exactly. A lot of people said, "Oh, Unai, can he handle European football?" He did it last season with Conference League, and he managed to get top 4.
The difference is it's Champions League this year.
And it's a different format, right?
Yeah.
So it's more games.
So it's actually
instead of 6 group games now, it's what?
8 games.
8
8 games going through December, January, like that. Depth, as you said, is really going to be tested, but I think they'll be taking the Champions League very seriously as well. It's a good opportunity.
Like Champions League, he's been Champions League semi-final with Villarreal, right? I mean, obviously, we know what it's like in the Europa League. It's different. Of course, I agree with FaZe. The reason I had him in top 4, like I said, I originally had Man United there. So it was like, it was a toss-up between the two. I was almost like, well, you guys had them. But for me, it was like, the same thing with the FaZe as said, the 2 squads. The fact that they did it last season, they kept a lot of, apart from the Diaby, but Diaby was in and out of the team last season.
He wasn't that consistent, yeah.
Douglas Luiz obviously was a mainstay. Apart from that, I think they've replaced well and added well. I think already from last season, they've had, even for just at the defense, they had 2 complete different back 4s.
Yeah.
And
2
obviously,
left backs,
that everything, everything covered. You know, when Matty Cash couldn't play, Ezra Konsa filled in that right back really well, comfortably.
Do you
obviously. 2 squads, and I just think I trust Unai Emery, and I think he's got something good going on there. And I think we see perfect matches sometimes of teams and managers, and I think this is a strong match. And so if not almost perfect, then
do you maybe worry in the attack though? There's too much of a burden for Watkins to repeat what he did last year. Because let's be honest,
think so.
Douglas Luiz brought in a big chunk of goals last year as well.
He was a penalty taker.
Diaby's goal contributions were important, and I think Illing is a bit of a gamble.
Yep.
He didn't really.
But
he's a good talent, but he didn't really bright lights at Juve.
We forget one person.
Who's the other? Philogene coming up from the Championship. That's a step up. It's like. That was almost like ready-made replacement. You're going to need Watkins to replicate that again.
We're forgetting one person which they never played last season. For me, it's a new signing to them. Buendia. He just come back from an injury. I feel like he can be. He can be.
Bro, this ain't 2020, man.
He can be the X Factor. He can be the X Factor.
He ain't done nothing since Norwich, bro.
He can be the X Factor.
Signed for Villa, he's just been living off that.
Yo, you remember Buendia? You were tweeting, you were tweeting, I want Buendia. That's right. You were tweeting, I want Buendia in my club.
Top player, bro.
Come on, man.
At the time, maybe at the time, I can't remember now, but maybe at the time.
After this season, you would say the same. I want him in my club. X Factor this season.
I think if their manager as well to keep a hold of John Duran.
I think that's the other one as well. Yeah, they're potentially losing.
They might lose him, which obviously could shake things up a little bit. I just think obviously, even if Watkins doesn't replicate the 20+ goals he scored last season, if he gets a solid 15 and his other goals get shared around, other goals get shared around, I think they have a good team. I think they have a good squad. And Watkins, remember, he also had about double-digit assists as well. You know, he's not someone that's like, I need to score all the goals. So if the goals can get shared, which I think they can, you know, I think they have a strong enough squad, 2 squads, with combination of the manager they have, which I genuinely believe in. I think for Aston Villa, I think is a top manager.
I think they're midfield.
I see them doing it again.
Then they'll have a few surprising results in Europe as well, some big ones.
Yeah,
potentially.
yeah.
But I don't know. I weirdly have a feeling they'll be mixing it with West Ham for like the Europa League places, in my opinion, just outsiders of that Champions League spots.
So we got Aston Villa top 4.
But Liban did a search. Hasib did a search. Liban never tweeted about Buendia.
Okay.
So he's made up, good one.
Hold on. I bet you think you did that.
Maybe I did somewhere. Because he was playing well. He was playing well. He was playing well at Norwich. I remember I was asked for that link to him. It wasn't even United. It was at the time. Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah.
I bet you think you did that.
I was like, I can't remember, so I'm not going to say I didn't.
But you know what? You know what it is? We predicted Villa to finish top 4. You might
they don't have Villa in top 6 at all.
You might don't even have Villa top 6.
I have them 7th. I have them 7th.
Hurrah.
Yeah. I have them 7th. I think West Ham will be.
Because they both had West Ham, that's why.
We'll get there, yeah.
That's
They
mad.
both had West Ham.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And you man both had United top 4.
So we both had Villa, you both had United. We spoke a lot about United and why I think they're not coming in top 4 and why he doesn't even have them at all. Keep it brief because we've got to move on. We spoke about United a lot. Why do you think United will jump up into the top 4 place? I want to hear from Fuad first, actually.
Oh, go on,
I think
go on.
third season, Ten Hag, I think last year was a real tough year, in my opinion. A lot of kind of injuries, a lot of squad issues throughout it. I think this year you should be more stable, in my opinion. I think you've got players that Rashford and Bruno in my eyes, who I felt last year maybe didn't live up to their levels. If this season they can get back to that level, I think you've got exciting talents like Garnacho, Euro, Kobe Mainu. So I'm expecting improvements from United this year. I've always said that top 4 race I don't think is ever clear cut. And I think with Liverpool's transition year, with Villa being competing in the Champions League as well, I think West Ham will be a surprise package, but then maybe not having the experience to mix it in those Champions League places. I think United always find a way to have something at the end of the season, and they might not get the cups again per se, but I think top 4 they can sneak it on almost
why
back
was
door.
last season they didn't get it then?
Rashford fell off a
Very
cliff
bad
completely.
season,
I felt like up front
A
they
lot of
had no
injuries, they had
goals as
crazy
well.
injuries, crazy.
Crazy injuries I feel throughout. I think at the first half of the season as well, I think there was the expectation that Ten Hag was going to magically improve the football, and it just didn't happen, and then it just got worse and worse. And then second half of the season, it was like the year before. Find something to just get us to the end of the line. And I think after 2 seasons of that now, this is really a make or break year for Ten Hag. He's got the new contract. He's got another kind of summer of backing. I'm really expecting Ten Hag's United to come to fruition this year. Like there's nowhere else to hide.
You know what's crazy? And this is a question to you. United lineup for next season, it's the same as lineups last season. That's no changes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's no changes, bro.
I think
you
you're
know
looking
what
at
I
no.
mean?
But what
Yeah.
you're looking at is you're looking at the first game right now. I'm talking as the season goes. I think Euro. I've said he's gonna. For me, I think he's gonna be a massive.
but he's
I
out
think
for 3 months.
Xerxes is gonna play.
He's
Is
not
it
going to
3
start.
months?
It's
Is it 3 months? 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months.
Bro, my man that you just mentioned, he's not going to start over Hoyland.
Okay, so
Well, Rasmus is injured.
I think no. Rasmus is injured as well, isn't he?
yeah, if Rasmus
he get
injured,
injured?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's injured.
Same game.
I think
Arsenal.
it's the same way.
Fowler.
I think Xerxes will surprise a lot of people
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking with you. I
games.
think
Oh, okay.
a lot of people are
6
looking at
weeks.
Xerxes and thinking, oh, he doesn't score goals or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the way he's built, the way technically how he plays, he is going to
Full,
surprise a lot of people.
9.5
I know. I saw that quote today as well.
Oh,
and I
wow,
didn't
this
like it.
guy's
I can't lie
nasty,
to you.
man.
Talking about
9.5.
I'm on 9.5.
Yeah.
Bro,
Man's bringing decimals into
don't
football.
duck from the pressure of goals.
He's just saying.
I know what you're doing.
No, he's saying essentially though he's a striker that likes to link up.
Link
That's
up
what
play.
he's trying to
That's
say.
what I thought.
essentially.
That's what he's
Also,
trying to
it's
say.
a nice way of
Yeah.
saying, big man, I ain't a goal scorer.
But
We need some goals,
The thing
bro.
is, if he's a type of striker that can get the best out of the wingers, which is what his type of game is anyway, then I don't need him. I don't need him to get. I don't need him to get 20 goals. If he can get me 15 and share the goals with the
15 is
wingers,
a lot. What league goals?
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
I think you should,
15.
I still think you need another striker. And don't get me wrong, I'm
Yeah.
not like, bro, we don't have an out on our striker. We have Jesus and Havertz. You know, they're not.
We do have another striker though.
Neither of them who.
Chidobe.
Aye, you know what, leave it at
We got Chidobe. We got Chidobe.
Yeah, well, he's ready to play.
He's ready, man.
There we go.
8 goals per game. He's ready, man.
Listen,
Nasty.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? I had a toss up between 4th and 5th for United.
yeah, same.
But obviously the window's not closed. So obviously because it is my team, there is a bit of a bias towards it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to try
That's
to pretend
completely
it.
fine.
It's a
Yeah,
bit of a
yeah,
bias
yeah.
because I do think the direction that Ineos are going with the club, it is optimistic. Even though so far we've only had 2 signings, but I'm sure as the next few weeks go, we are going to probably get a few more in.
I think
You got probably Mazarawi and Delit potentially coming in.
You can't
by-
laugh. Don't
Why are you
laugh.
laughing?
No, he actually said it right though. That was
No.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
No. It's not the way you
But I'm
pronounce it.
what?
It's just the type of players that you men are getting.
Yeah, I'm
No,
the
but
same.
okay.
I don't think.
No, but hear what I'm
Mesraoui
saying.
in
No, but
2024.
listen.
Delict
Listen.
in 2024.
Ten Hag is trying to recreate. Ajax.
You're the nastiest you I think
you
I've
haven't
ever
been
come
watching
across. You
Bayern
just
this
said
year.
Brent Diaz 5 minutes ago. You just said Brent Diaz 5 minutes ago.
For Villa.
For Villa, and then I'm talking about players that play consistent Champions League football. You're talking about Brent Diaz.
This year he's actually been good as well.
I'm more on his
Listen,
side.
hear what I'm saying.
on
Hear
this
what I'm saying.
one.
I'm saying the direct look. Last season, obviously,
Doesn't even start with Morocco.
last season was a tough year.
What's the start with United? Delict. Can't even get
Let me land.
started.
You just want to let me land?
I don't fancy the list.
Can I land?
I don't think the list is that good.
Okay, fair enough.
Trash guy.
You should
Can I-
have got Brentford. You should have got Brentford.
Can I land?
Flop
Can I
the
land?
Juve.
What I'm saying is, the direction, because we're obviously coming off the back of last season, yes, we underperformed very badly, but at least we had a highlight to winning the cup against City in the final. So I think strong finish in terms of having something to smile about. But I think last season we had a lot of injuries. We know we know the whole
Yeah, it was bad.
saga we had across the whole season with
for
United.
sure.
Yeah,
Facts.
but we can't deny the fact that he had countless of injuries. At least this summer, He's got more than half his team back. He's got pretty much his full team, but probably apart from Højlund and Euro.
Yep.
Martinez should be back. We've got our midfielders back. Mason Mount's coming back.
Sancho's back at the club.
Sancho's back at the club, which again, that's another whole situation. But I'm just saying in general, Mason Mount is coming back. That's going to potentially be like a new signing.
And also
we've got Mainu, at least now, like last year, he came halfway through the season. This time we're going to have him from the start of the season. If we can get the signings that we need in terms of our midfield signings, get the defensive signings, regardless of what your opinions are of De Ligt, that is an upgrade to the defenders that we had. He's an upgrade to Lindelof. He's an upgrade to Johnny Evans. He's an upgrade to Maguire. Yes, he is. He is. I think he's an upgrade. I think they're both different. They're both different nationalities of each other. Yeah. But I do think De Ligt. I do think De Ligt is slightly better, and the fact that he's 24.
Yeah, one's younger. That's what
one's younger. But
it's mad. He's 24. You know,
he's 24.
This guy, he started in the
captain of Ajax at 19, bro.
17 European League finals.
He was captain of Ajax at 19, bro. Yeah, and bear in mind, though, who was the manager?
No, I know all of these things.
Who was the manager?
I know all these things, but I just don't think he's that good.
No, that's fine. No, bro. The thing about De Ligt is there are question marks about him. Not everyone's convinced on him, but I'm saying
he's still got so much. He's 24.
Yeah, he's 24. Yeah. He's working with a manager that he was successful.
Do United need ifs and maybes and?
I look at it like this. Is it an upgrade to what we have? Yes, it is. Is Mazzarri an upgrade to our right backs? Yes, he is.
Wait. Is Mazzarri what? An upgrade to
Wan-Bissaka and Dalot.
No, I'm saying to Wan-Bissaka. Because
he's the backup for Wan-Bissaka.
Because bear in mind, Dalot is a fullback.
Come on, guys. You guys act like Wan-Bissaka.
I'll be real. No. I'll be real. What Wan-Bissaka gives you is defensively and a different dimension.
My brother will still
doesn't give you nothing.
My brother will still concede goals. We'll still continue to go from his side. Just stop it. Okay, and then you got Zerchi, who again is definitely an upgrade to Martial.
Hold on, because he's pronounced it the same way.
You pronounce it the exact same way, so you can't be chatting. Martial, somebody that who we haven't had.
It's his team. He's allowed.
In terms of availability, though, Martial, where was he last season? We had one striker all season. This time we have another striker. So even if Højlund's not firing or he's not available, we have another striker now. Yeah, and then I hope the area where I'm very concerned about is the midfield area, because we've been linked with. Like I said,
your midfield depth.
Midfield is where we're slightly
lacking. And you're looking like you're losing McTominay as well.
But hear what I'm saying. In Ineos, I think the direction that they're moving in, and with the signings that we have had with Euro, what we had with Zerchi now, it's I'm confident that we will get signings coming in, and I do feel like by the start of the season we will have a better team than what we have now, and that's why I feel like we can't get any worse than what we did last season. Yeah, if we can keep everybody fit.
But I think from last season's 8th place finish, to putting you guys straight back in the top 4,
you have to give it context.
Ambitious.
Though.
No,
you have to give it
I think you guys are one place below. I said 5th.
Yeah, that's
which means I think going to be challenging for top 4. Like I even have it pretty high.
No, but I'm saying that.
You know, it's a lot to come into that top 4 position. Where
there's a lot of factors. Very
competitive.
Yeah, I'm saying there's a lot of factors, and for me, the biggest one is injury. You already see now we've got Euro out, who just came in, never had an injury before this one. He's got injured, and then Højlund injured again. But I'm saying if we can keep majority of our squad fit through the season, like you guys did last season, if we can do that, there's no reason why Manchester United.
You have an old physio now, innit? So
yeah. It might work.
Hold down.
You know, I'm surprised.
That's why I get injuries.
Oh, is it? Why?
That's why I get injuries.
Oh, it's the old one. I think we got someone new now.
You have an old physio.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you mentioned add the midfielder, add a striker, add a centre back. What about left back? Do you trust Luke Shaw to be healthy for the whole season?
Faces Luke Shaw.
No, I'm just saying.
The reason why, and that's what I was about to say. I'm saying.
Who say Amas?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a good player.
One thing as well. No, hold on. Listen, this is what I'm saying to you. Hear what I'm saying. Dalot can play left back. Mazzarri can also play left back. Yeah, he can play both sides. Yeah, and then
why does he keep laughing when you say Mazzarri? I don't like it.
Why do you keep laughing?
Yo, what's wrong with you?
Why do you keep
Is he your cousin?
You have Ferland Mendy. He's given a contract extension to you, and you're talking about my club, my left back. You're Ferland Mendy. You just gave a contract extension to then sign Davies next season. Shut up, man.
Let's get into the top 3. We've been on. Okay,
idiot.
Let's get top 3.
This guy's having mids, man.
Let's get into the top 3. This one gets interesting. Top 3. Okay. I'd love to know who you've got in 3rd place. I want to start with you.
Spurs.
Interesting.
Come on, baby!
Spurs! Yeah, he was the same, obviously.
Yeah.
Spurs.
Interesting. You?
I got Spurs.
I don't have Spurs.
I know you don't.
I got Liverpool.
Yeah, same. Both got Liverpool. Interesting. We'll let you speak about your team in a second. Why do you have Spurs in 3rd?
I feel like Ange last season was a taster. Taster.
Carry on, just give you ad libs. Carry on.
What a snooze fest.
Last season was a taster.
And now,
Full load. Full load.
Yeah, you lost it.
The camera's gonna stay on this side for a
Yeah,
bit.
you lost it.
The camera's gonna stay on this side.
Disgusted.
You're carrying the point now, yeah?
Hey,
You're carrying the point now.
lying. Tell him again. Oh, what yeah? Kinky you. You can't talk. You can't talk.
You are disgusted.
Oh my god.
Disgusted. Disgusted.
Yeah. Even
Bro,
the
I
sound
think he's
effects
dying,
was crazy. Even the sound effects was nuts.
Carry on.
add some
Yeah.
volume to that.
Carry
Yeah, you've
on.
had some
But
past
nah,
experience,
nah,
man.
nah,
Chill.
Nah, I feel like last season we saw what you were trying to do. He was unfortunate. The same way you've been preaching for the past half an hour about injuries. He had injuries last season.
Yep.
But there was no complaints about him last season. He still tried to.
Oh, there were
to
definitely
see
complaints.
Huh?
There were definitely complaints.
But the philosophy, but the main system was still there. The philosophy was still there, and he still finished above.
Philosophy, bro.
And he finished above you,
Man,
man.
moving like Plato,
He finished
bro.
above you, man.
Okay.
We talk about philosophy all
Did
day.
you win a trophy?
Talk about
You win a trophy?
Let's talk about facts.
Did you get silverware? You got
man.
silverware?
But
Did you get
this-
silverware?
Huh?
Did you get silverware to the club that
Finish
hasn't won in 16 years?
You are nasty, man.
Hasn't
So
won
why
a
do you
trophy in
think they're
16
gonna
years?
finish third? All
tell
of these
you,
points
I'll
are
tell you,
fine.
I'll tell
But
you.
third, I think is
I'll
pretty
tell you.
high. So why do you think they're finishing
tell you.
third?
Because of the fact, first of all, my main point is the competition. I thought the competition this season it's going to be like last season. Everyone's going to fall off.
Yeah,
There's not
fair.
going to be any consistency between top 6 and top 3 and top 4. Secondly, the replacement they've now got actually players on the bench that have got a good chance of playing. Last season, if Madison's out, they had a problem. If Romero was out, they had a problem. If Destiny was out, they had a problem. Now, bro, I don't care if Basuma misses out. Saar, come in. Madison, get the hell out. Now who do you have?
Big Berg Val.
Sheesh. And what? Archie Gray. Archie. Double Gray.
Hey.
Hey. Solanke up front. I know for a fact they're getting a striker.
Where's Solanke?
It could be
He's not even there
Tony.
yet.
It could be Solanke.
Man's just
They're getting a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
could-
surely I think they'll get.
They're getting a striker 100%. Last season, they trusted Richarlison.
Had a little bit of a run.
Still more goals than Holland, by the way. But now, they've got gunman up front. It can be Solanke, it can be Tony, it can be any other striker. They're getting a striker and he will score goals. I think Ange learns, last season, he knew that the high line, I can't risk him this season. You know what? Me rely on certain players, I can't do it. Me sticking with only one game plan, I think this season, he's got different game plans.
Yeah, that was a problem of his last season though. He was very
I feel like
stubborn
now-
with
Yeah.
one way
Yeah.
of playing, which I think as a manager you have to be adaptable a lot of the time.
he changed it
have-
one
have
time
your-
though. The one time he tried to change it, when was it?
Okay.
The Man City game.
Oh,
That's the one
Tried to help us
time.
win the league.
The one time he changed it.
There was a bigger job at hand.
yeah, but he
No, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it with that
He was
intention.
trying to win.
He was trying to win. Flipping nice, man. Nice, Ange.
No, but I think he hit the nail on the head on a lot of the reasons. I think there will be lessons that he learned last year. I think his first season, I think the injuries definitely derailed us at a certain point. I think there was a period in AFCON as well where we had like 2-3 guys away, Sun at Asian Cup.
Bro,
I don't think we'll have.
Abdullahi
I don't
on the
think.
field, bro.
I don't think we'll have a lot of those issues this year. I think the issue becomes an attack. We have to address that before the window. If we don't, I think it's going to be the same as what it was last year. But if we do get an attacker in of the Solanke, Tony mold, I think the reason why we'll get third will be the most consistent of that lot underneath.
Yeah.
Whether it's West Ham, Villa, United, Chelsea, I think we will be the most consistent throughout the season. We will have spells and be tested.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to see how close we can get to
Yeah.
The top
the other
two.
two. Yeah, really and truly, that's what this season should be about for us.
It's shot that you get Jonathan David.
Astaghfirullah.
Yeah, I can see that.
That would be
I
the
can
only
see that.
signing I hope we don't make.
Yeah.
If that,
Charlie gets
I'll call for Andrew's
I
head.
can see something like that. Okay, we both have Liverpool.
I got Liverpool because of the fact, I think you alluded to it earlier. I think there's a lot of players that have a point to prove. I think there's a lot of players that missed out on a lot of football last season. And I do think that now that they're under a new manager, it's kind of like a clean slate for a lot of the players.
Yeah.
Darwin Núñez, specifically, I'm looking at him because I feel like I think towards the end of the season, there were rumors about his relationship with Klopp breaking down. I think now that a new manager's come in, he can start on fresh terms.
Yeah.
You know, kind of look at it as a new chapter, come under this manager and show people why you know, you had this hype behind you. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I am your biggest hater. I hope he knows that. I'm Darwin Nunes' biggest hater. He knows that. You know, but at the moment, I'm winning the battle. At the moment, I'm the winner right now. I've been winning. I've been beating his ass. I've been beating his ass. You know that quote, you know that Joel Embiid quote.
Yeah.
It's not
a rivalry.
It's not a rivalry no more. I'm beating your ass now. It's 4-0. Listen, every time I'm clean sweeping you right now. So I look at I'm clean sweeping him every single time. So listen,
Yeah.
like that,
Spanking him.
like that. So I'm just saying. It's a mismatch right now. Mismatch. Yeah. And then you got Gakpo. I'm looking at Gakpo as well, because I think Gakpo for me, and we'll probably come to it at some point, but I feel like he's gonna have a big season. I think because.
But do you think he'll play?
I think he'll play, and the reason why I think he'll play is because I think the reason why he'll play.
So in your opinion, who would be the front trio?
I think who I think will be the front three.
Who do you think he will trust, and who would you want?
I could only speak for who I would want.
Okay.
Who I think would work well. I think it should be Gakpo, Nunes, and Salah.
So Luis Diaz on the bench.
Should be
I think
Jota.
Luis Diaz should be on the bench. I think Gakpo coming off the back of the Euros. I think Gakpo's a funny one because he's joined 18 months ago, right? It's been only Liverpool a year and a half.
Yeah.
I feel like even though Klopp did sign him, I do feel like there were times where I don't think Klopp trusted him enough. I don't think he believed in him enough, which is why he was being used in so many different roles. Didn't really get a consistent run in his favourite position because we can all now see that Gakpo at his best is on the left hand side. Yeah, he gets in goals, created. You saw he was he was one of the best players at the Euros. So we know what he's capable of doing. I think him now having a manager who comes from the Dutch league who will probably end up having a better relationship with him. I think that could improve. And I'm expecting him to prove because I think this is
give him more of a lifeline on that.
Yeah, and I
position,
think it's time now. Gakpo, I feel like. It's now or never for him. Like this is his make or break season. I think that's the case with a lot of these Liverpool players. But I think the way they're playing football in preseason and the way things have been, the type of football, I can see them, a lot of them doing better. Yeah. This season, Fabio Carvalho, another one. He's gonna be like a new signing for them. He's been trusted. You can see that the manager sees him as part of their plans.
Elliot and Jones are unexpected.
Elliot and Jones as well. And they've had a kind of especially Jones has had a bit of an injury-plagued season as well. What's the other Spanish kid?
Bajcetic.
He's him coming in as well.
But they made no signings.
But I feel like a lot of the players that they missed out on last season can become like new signings if they do really deliver. I do still feel like they need somebody in that holding position. I think that's the one area I look at.
They actually came out this week and said they've found a specialised person.
I kind of expect them to maybe sign someone.
But apart from that area, I think everywhere else on the pitch, I don't really see much areas that they have to go into the market for. Maybe someone for Salah on the right hand side that can, maybe take the bit of a weight off him, because I think having to play him every single game across every competition.
Elliot can come into that position as well. Yeah. Along with the central midfielder. Yeah. He's been played a lot last season in the right wing. Yeah. Especially when Salah was away.
I think Elliot's so much better in the midfield.
I agree. Yeah. But I'm saying as just an extra option, because he played a lot last season when Salah was away for AFCON. Yeah. He came on off the bench sometimes at right wing. So you can fill in there.
Last season was a little bit underwhelming after a good start. Yeah, he could have jump up.
I agree.
This season.
I mean, I'm not going to reiterate all the points you said. I agree. I think it is a bit different. Kind of what you said earlier. I think history does suggest when a great manages a club. We've seen with Ferguson. We've seen with Wenger. Obviously, now we have Klopp and Pep who have managed their teams from 8-9 years. Huh?
For Pellegrini as well.
Pellegrini.
We'll see. Then Pep came and they
shut up, man.
Shut your ass up, I'm talking about eras. I'm talking about Klopp's been there almost a decade. Pep's been there now almost a decade as well. Same things when they go, not as long as Wenger and Fergie, because they've been like 2 decades, but same thing. Like that's their club now. Like Klopp's the greatest Liverpool manager in the Premier League history. Pep's the greatest City manager. So same thing as Wenger and Fergie leaving. The first manager that comes in usually doesn't do well. I do think Arne Slot might be the exception to that rule. I do think he might be the outlier. Just from I think seeing how the players have seemed to respond to him. Obviously it's seeing content, it's seeing preseason matches. We haven't seen enough yet, but just by seeing the way that just the way he carries himself, a lot of that kind of the way he talks, the way he coaches. Even Curtis Jones came out. It sounded like a bit of a slide dick to Klopp, but even him saying now we're a lot happier, all of that stuff. But even a lot the way they're talking, the way it looks like he's getting them through training. Once again, it's preseason, but I was out in Philly when we played against Liverpool, and just seeing just little interactions he had with players in the tunnel.
There doesn't seem to be that
backstage, just seeing how
hangover.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be that kind of thing where, like hangover. It looks like it's just instantly just gone and Klopp's forgotten, kind of forgotten about.
Yeah, because I can't remember what Wenger's kind of turnover. You probably know better, but I remember like when Fergie left, it was like Moyes has come in, removed the ketchups. Like, who does this guy think he is? He treated a lot of the old boys and kind of pushed them to the side and was kind of trying to bring a few.
Yeah, and
young
Emery
ones
does a few things.
Even when Jose left, I remember, and Avram Grant took over. It was like
This feels a
getting
bit.
the players on board is
This
a
feels like
massive
Liverpool are
thing,
kind of straight into it, like straight all on board. They seem like they're all pretty much on board, which is a good thing. And on top of that, we see how they are on the pitch. Like last season, they were straight back in there. They're in a title race. No, not many people predicted them to be in a title race. Not many predicted them to win the league. Not many people predicted them to be title race, and they were till right at the end. So they're a quality team. They're quality players. They have some of the best players in the league still in that team. And Alisson's best goalkeeper in the league. Trent on his day is best right back in the league. Van Dijk on his day is the best centre back in the league. Salah on his day is the best wing in the league. They still have that core, and every single one of them is still the best in the league, if not second best in the league. That mixed with, like you said, the Curtis Jones still got to prove himself. Harvey Elliott, you got the other players, the Gakpos, the firepower up front, all of that. I do think they will. I don't think they'll be as close to Arsenal City, but I think they will be the best of the next punch.
Can I change my predictions round?
What do you want?
I want to swap my United Liverpool round.
We convinced you.
Yeah.
But what did you have?
I had United 4th, Liverpool 5th.
Yeah, that's what I was shocked about.
I'm like, nah,
United
Liverpool 4th. United, as I've thought more about it.
Yeah, we convinced you.
No, for me, I thought Liverpool, but I was like, what? As I've gone through the episode, I'm like, why did I have United so high? I thought Xerxes and all that were
I was
nice.
thinking as
It's
well.
like, it's cute, and Euro, I like him as well, but I'm
So
like,
do you want to change a little bit? You had Liverpool 6th, or you still sticking?
I'm starting a business, man.
No. Liverpool 4th, United 5th.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Well,
there we go.
Can I give you man a scenario? Just a small scenario. I'm very.
Sure.
I'm curious to hear what you man say. Imagine, come Jan, Alonso says, Madrid summer, I don't want to go. I'm leaving Leverkusen. No one knows where, but he's officially saying, I don't want to go Madrid. Cool.
Why would he say that first time? No one ever says
I don't want
that
to go Madrid. I think, no.
Madrid is the biggest job for a player and a manager.
Brother, it's my scenario, man.
Sorry. Chabal also random says, I don't want Madrid.
I don't want Madrid, but I'm leaving Leverkusen.
Okay.
Do you think Liverpool, at that point, Ansela,
No. Why would they?
If
he's doing well, why would they?
No.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Liverpool, there's a different kind of feeling within that club with the fans.
We'll end up going City if that happens.
But Liverpool, especially if Slot's doing well, Liverpool fans, they're different. I always, even just the city of Liverpool, it's like they're not part of England. Like they're just different.
It's a
community club. It's like they're just they're driven by passion. If Arne Slot's doing well, so what? Xabi Alonso was a former player or whatever. If Arne Slot's doing well, they're not gonna just want to sack him off. Fans, players, and ownership.
That's so
weird.
That makes sense. It's weird.
Exactly.
He's going nowhere, lad.
They'll never do that.
Exactly how they say it as well.
Let's move on now to the top two. Everyone has the same top two. This is the first time today that we all had the same two positions, kind of, by the looks of it. Obviously, this was to be expected. There's been the same top two in the last 2 seasons consecutively, back to back, with the same outcome, the same winner in both seasons. But we all have the same top two.
Yes.
And, do
we?
There's no... I mean, to be fair, we might not. Do we? We might not. I assume. It would be a big bomb if someone didn't have... Because that means you don't have one of them two in the top 6 at all. That means you don't have it.
That's crazy.
How far are you going to push your agenda?
If there's anyone to do it, it would be him.
It's impossible.
If there's anyone to do it, it would be him.
He's not...
Bournemouth second, City first. Iriola.
Yes!
Come on, baby.
Get out of here, man. You guys said.
All right, so
Fair.
assuming everyone has Arsenal City left to go, of course. Otherwise, that means one of you don't have one of them in top 6 at all, which is ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna say our Premier League winners. And then we'll talk about why that team is the winner. So in the same competition, we'll talk about both teams, because why that team's gonna pick the other team. How are we gonna do this?
Mine, okay.
3, 2, 1, or
mine depends.
Predictions, flat out.
Everything
depends. The window's not closed.
He's got that thing that Star Player got. I'm different, man. Just be normal for once.
No.
The window's not closed.
Because of what happened today. It happened literally. It happened today.
Yeah.
That's why I had my clear top 2 yesterday night. I was like, cool. My
First and second, yeah.
So you had the whole day to think about it.
No. I had my
podcast
first two, but after what happened, it happened this afternoon. What happened this afternoon? I'm like, shit. Now it changes things.
Well, I'd love to hear it in a second. But
It's because of the Julian Alvarez going to
yeah,
Athletic.
offensive. What's
You know this guy. You know I hate this guy. You know I hate this guy. You know I hate this guy. I want to bang him in his face. I genuinely want to punch him in his face. Listen,
Me habla español.
you are from Baghdad. You know you're from Baghdad, right?
Me habla español.
You know you're from Baghdad.
Julian.
Yeah.
Julian.
Baghdad.
Español, Julian. English, Julian. Iraqi, Yalian.
Yeah.
disgusting.
You're dumb.
All right. We've left everyone in suspense for too long. Our Premier League winner, our Premier League winners for next season, right? I think we'll do a 3, 2, 1. We'll say it at the same time.
Nah, cool.
Yeah? Ready? Everyone ready?
Yep.
Your winners, not your second
Yeah.
place. 3, 2, 1.
City.
Arsenal. Wait, you said City.
Whoa,
Everyone said Arsenal.
whoa.
You said City. You said City.
City.
You
Yeah,
said
City.
City.
Oh,
Arsenal.
two Arsenals.
Yeah.
I don't like you. Are you doing it?
Why can't I not say Arsenal? What's the problem? What's the problem? Like,
You're
what's the
the
issue?
only one. You're the only one.
What's the issue?
You're the only one I didn't want to hear Arsenal from.
Arsenal. I said Arsenal. Arsenal, man.
No.
Arsenal number 1, baby. North London forever. Wherever the weather. Oh my God! Saka! Martinelli! Saliba! Saliba!
Doesn't have a song like that.
6 minutes. Go sing it.
What's the
All right, so we're split down the middle.
Calafiori one?
Aura. That's the one.
Split down the middle, man.
Aura.
They got a fora.
Aura. Okay.
Split down the middle. Interesting. 2 Arsenals, 2 Cities. Okay, cool. So you two think City are gonna go 5-peat.
5 times.
I think Arsenal
Like
gonna
Humpty
break.
T.
I think Arsenal gonna break the duck. You could be saying it based off an agenda, or you could generally believe it. I don't know yet. We'll find out. We don't know with you. We don't know with you. We never know with you. You know. You never know. All right, cow. Let's start with City. Why are City gonna win the league for the fifth year in a row?
I had Arsenal win the league yesterday.
So
But-
wait, Alvarez going and made City better.
Yeah. Because of the fact 90 mil they're gonna be spending it on actual players. Actually, he's I don't rate him highly. I think they're gonna get him a winger. I think they're gonna get a winger, and I think they're gonna get a backup striker to Haaland. Julian wasn't it. It was never it. I don't rate him highly. The fact that he went for 90 million is a disgrace to this footballing institution that we watch.
It's the market. Let's be real.
Well, I don't
We've
understand.
seen Hoyland, we've seen Nunez, we've seen how many
Caicedo.
players.
It's a
Yeah,
disgrace.
Caicedo.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah.
How much did you go for?
I'm
100
talking
mil?
forwards.
I know.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, regardless. That's the
Koulibaly.
Yeah, Colomwani,
for like 89.
yeah.
So I
So
think
you're predicting they're going to sign players and
Yeah.
just imaginary scenario, and because of that, they're going to win the league, which
yes.
isn't known yet. I know Pep isn't to be trusted. He says stuff to say stuff, but didn't he say he's not signing anyone else outside of that winger they have, that Brazilian winger?
He's such
No.
a
Edison looked like he might be out the door.
No.
Nah, he's staying
That's
now.
confirmed.
I think.
KDB is staying as well. That's confirmed. Bro, that's no way in hell you've just sold your backup winger / striker, someone who's been rotating and not replacing him at all. That's no way in hell. That's why they
Savinho.
we'll talk about him.
The Premier League ain't ready.
The Premier League
The
are not
Premier League
ready.
ain't ready.
They're not ready. They are not ready for him. But I've got. What should I say? Why I think City's going to win the league.
Of course, that's why.
I
Talk
think
about both City and Arsenal.
I think-
Why aren't Arsenal going to finish second for the third year in a row? Why are they going to miss out for the third year in a row?
the question is about Arsenal is more about. I don't think you guys have added anyone that makes me say, "Oh
Yeah,
wow."
we haven't yet. We've only signed.
Like Calafiori, you've added him, but that's not even a guarantee that he's going to be starting over Timber. Like it's Timber.
Timper.
Timber.
He said Timper.
Yeah,
I'm sure he
yeah,
said
that's
Timper.
I said Timber.
Bro,
I like Timper
I
though.
got
Good
these
slander. I like that already. Timper.
And
He's playing this year, so we gotta get him ready. You know what I'm saying?
Kai Havertz,
Not Tim Pot, that's unbelievable.
are we trusting? Are we
You going
trusting?
against a Dutch boy? It's rare you do that.
For my listen.
Your eyes be twitching.
Listen. Yeah. He's
You chose your side, bro. You chose your side.
But with Kai Havertz, again, last season, it was cute, it was nice. He scored this and that. When crunch time came in, the goals didn't come in.
That's
Martinelli-
when his goals came.
That's literally where his
The
goals
last
came
3
in.
months, that's when his goals
That's the
came.
goals when he did come in.
Big games though.
With big games, Chelsea.
games?
Chelsea is. There was a week where Chelsea played
Twice. was it?
Spurs assist. And he got a goal involvement against Chelsea, Spurs, and it's like 3 big games. Scored against Spurs and got an assist.
No.
Scored
You're
against
saying
Chelsea.
like
Scored 2
Champions
against
League and
Chelsea.
stuff like that, and you know against
City,
City,
Etihad. That's
know
what I
you mean,
meant.
I
Like,
know what you mean.
0-0.
huh? Why did he score? Why did he score? Martinelli.
Ridiculous.
Do we trust Martinelli next season? I don't. Do we trust Bukayo Saka? I don't. I don't. I just feel like with City, Salvio next season on the right, Jeremy on the left.
I think Doku's going to take a jump.
Next
this year
season
as
is going to be his season. Kevin De Bruyne announcing that he's going to stay to make it 5p to become the greatest midfielder the Premier League has ever seen.
I think
Erling
also-
Haaland.
Yes, that's the one you're not talking about.
Revenge season. I've heard the disrespect last season. People trying to say Watkins better, Solanke's better. Are you stupid?
Over who?
I think he's going to violate the Premier
Even
League.
Haaland.
Yeah, last
Who
season.
said what?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It's good for the villain after the narrative. I like it.
But I don't remember. I don't remember anyone saying that. But go on. Yeah.
He's got voices.
Yeah. I hear voices. Yeah, man. That's what it is. I clocked it.
He's a bit like this.
Yeah.
Rodri.
In the blue light room.
In the blue light room, I'm telling you. It's a bookie room. I'm telling you.
Rodri, he's gonna of course be sad that he's missed out on the Ballon d'Or, but next season it's gonna be a revenge. I want to win the Ballon d'Or. Kovacic last season in and out.
Stop.
This season strong. Diaz, he barely played last season. He was out. Come back stronger and better. Stones.
You're just naming players now. Okay, we get it.
Come on now, man.
But I feel like they're gonna add more players. They're gonna add more players. They're gonna add more players. 1 and 2 pieces, bro. At the end of the day, it's Pep.
You could have said that.
I was going to say,
It's
yeah.
Pep, man.
I think
You man are
City have
yeah.
shown themselves to be the best
Pep.
team. They've done it 4 years in a row. And every year I say, until someone comes and dislodges them, I'm not believing that they're not the favourites going into any season. And I look at Arsenal this year and I'm like, have you done anything drastically
They can be
to
favourites.
close the gap?
Yeah.
And I don't think you've done enough to close the gap, in my opinion. So it's like, hey, City, we can say, oh, they've lost, you know, Julian Alvarez. Could have said the same thing when they lost Sterling, when they lost Jesus,
Gondo.
when they
What was the
threw
gap though? 2
Zinchenko.
points?
Yeah, it wasn't. But have you closed that gap? Have you done enough? Do you think Calafiori alone is enough to close that gap? I still think you have to do more in the market.
For sure. And
If
we
things do
probably
get
will.
done, and if City obviously stay silent and don't do anything, then
Oh, yeah.
maybe you can talk about
We
it.
added one person. Sorry, the ball. Michael Moreno.
Mikel Marino.
Oh, Mikel Marino.
That's two.
On the halftime winning duels, cool.
Arteta loves duels.
No, facts.
Yeah, it's
He needs someone
win
next to
the
Rice.
duels.
You know, Partey is non-existent these days, but I still don't think that's the gap being closed. They've got Rodri,
Exactly.
bro. Mikel Marino was washing his boots at the Euros. Am I lying?
No.
There you go. That's the gap.
Yeah, of course. No one's comparing him to Rodri.
No,
one's-
I'm just saying.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
your starting centre mid there. That's their starting centre mid
course.
there. The winners there, 2 seasons in a row.
Correct.
And I think it'll be
For
a
sure.
third season
Yeah,
in a
well,
row.
they have better centre
Manager,
midfield than us.
players,
We got better wingers than
stadium.
them. We got there's positions. That's why they're the 2 best teams. We got positions that are better than theirs. They got.
Don't put
If
yourself there. They're there. You're there.
I think that gap was a bit big.
Hold on.
You keep
know,
trying to.
I want to hear.
Hey, we're here together with twins.
I
You know
want
when
to.
an ugly bitch call you twins? Like, bitch, please. We are not twins. You goofy, ugly ass cone holder. Yeah? Just like Maresca, go run them cones. Yeah? Shut up. Like, 2.4 phase. Hey, listen, don't worry, man. Let me hear what Arsenal's going to win the title. Pep's here. You don't forget who Pep is.
You're a Spurs fan. I think you can't say Arsenal to win the league. You just can't.
No.
You can't though.
Genuinely.
No, but you
I
can't.
No. If you were, I would say it. I don't see
No,
it.
but you can't.
No, I'm truthful.
It
I'm
can't
still a
come out of your
football
mouth
fan.
because
I'm still a
if
football fan.
Spurs was where Arsenal is
If
now and it was this close to City,
Wallahi, I wouldn't
I
say
don't
it.
think I wouldn't say I can't. I wouldn't be able to say Spurs can win the league. I just can't.
You have to be more objective, Sharky.
You can't.
have to be more
I'm very.
objective.
You're not objective.
I'm 100% right now. If I believed Arsenal were realistically better than City, I would say it. But there is no evidence.
no, for sure. I agree with that point.
Okay. We
It's
gave
nothing
our
to do with
reason.
biasness.
I don't want to hear you reason yet.
It's enough to do.
Yet.
No, I'm not mad at you for thinking City's going to win the league. City, bro. It's Pep.
Yeah.
Why-
I'm not mad if you
why
think
do you
City's going to win the
think
league. I just think you you're making it out like the gap is bigger than I think it is. That's what my problem is. I'm not saying, because the City win the league, I think you're being biased.
Okay, yeah.
That's ridiculous for me to even
I
think.
can hear that.
Bro, they've won league 4 years in a row. Pep's still there. De Bruyne's still there. Haaland's still there. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. City, of course. If you say City to win the league over Arsenal, I'm not gonna get upset. Why I think Arsenal are finally gonna pip City. Let's get the first bit out of the way. I'm an Arsenal fan, so of course I'm gonna have a bit of bias towards that. Let's just get that part out of the way. Forget it. Yeah, bias Arsenal fan, cool. Now, in terms of like facts and that, I do think the gap is a lot closer than what you said it was. Right? Last season it was 2 points. You can pinpoint it to a couple games. It could be a couple of Villa games. I pinpointed to that Christmas period where we lost West Ham and Fulham back to back. Those games, if we had better results, judging by the points, we probably would have won the league. So I don't think we were far apart last season. I think maybe a little slip. That's all it was. I think last season we were pretty much on par. Defensively, we were a lot better. We had the best defensive record in the Premier League. I think we conceded about 8 goals less than them, which is a lot. And we scored just a couple goals less than them. So we had like a better goal difference, all of that stuff. We have improved our defense even more. We had no injuries last season. I think defensively we're fine, right? I think defensively now we're solid. I think as well, in terms of defensive depth, I think bar that City team when they had Cancelo, obviously Walker, and Diaz, Laporte, Stones, I think we have the best defensive depth in Premier League history. Bar that City team. Bar that City one. So that's the only one in debate. That's the only one in debate. And I think if we're going centre back specifically, I think we are isolated number one best centre back depth in history of the Premier League. We have 7 centre backs, and 4 of them can play fullback. Tomiyasu, Ben White, Timber, Calafiori. 4 of them are fullbacks as well as centre backs, but they're naturally centre backs. You add Saliba, you add Gabriel. That's
Calafiori's on like 21.
And you add Kivio. And Kivio as well. That's 5 of them can play because he's playing left back. So defensive, I think we're great. Already having the best defensive record. On top of that, now we've added another top-rated defender. Of course, we haven't seen what it's like in the Premier League. That's already got us into top 2, having the best defense in the league. We had the best defense in the league, better than City's. Facts. That's got us in top 2. Obviously, Mikel Merino's not over the line, but we need a centre mid, and I think we probably need another winger. Last season, we missed out a lot on Jesus, because of injuries. Once again, this is an if. If he plays a lot this season, if he's a lot more fit this season, I think we can get the best out of Jesus this season. Martinelli last season didn't have a great season, but season before that, 15 league goals, few more when you add all competitions. He didn't have that last season. So last season, we were without the goals of Jesus and Martinelli. We had Havertz, Trossard, Saka combining with the goals.
As well.
And of course, Odegaard. So I'm saying like, we still have Havertz, Jesus. No, we still have Havertz, Trossard, Saka, and Odegaard, but we're adding the potential of extra goals from the Jesus and Martinelli that we didn't have much of last season.
Right.
Martinelli scored about 4 or 5 goals. Jesus scored about 4 or 5 goals. This is an if, but I think it's a likely if not both of them, will
improve
a double-digit season, right? So that's another potential 10 goals added from the 2 of them, right? Plus. So we're going to score more goals. So I think attackingly, we're okay. I would love to get a backup winger for a Saka. We're hearing Sane, we're hearing, these are all rumours, right? Mikel Merino, I think, bolsters the midfield. I think on top of that, City, I don't think they're going to improve their squad by much. I don't think there's anyone they're going to sign that's going to make me think the gap is going to get this again. I think the gap was already here. And I think with the Calafiori and the Jesus and Martinelli potential of them having a good season again and Mikel Merino, I think it was this. I think we've slightly pipped them. And I just think, of course, momentum. I think having the 2 seasons worth of experience coming second, and added the fact that I'm an Arsenal fan and I want it to happen. I think this is the year we can do it. And I said that last year and I was wrong. And now I'm saying it again this year. But it's going to happen at some point, and I'd love to happen now whilst Pep's still there.
I feel like last season the gap really got closed last year. I feel like with City obviously doing their yearly late start they do. I feel like Kevin De Bruyne, you didn't even have for half the season. Erling Haaland was in and out of form, should we say. But I just felt like there were so many of those City key players that aside from maybe Foden, who was kind of consistent throughout the whole year, all the others were kind of in and out and had their moments. I feel like you need kind of this season City to go through all of those things again in order to be at that level with them, if that makes sense. And I don't think City will keep repeating that every single year. Like there has to be a year where City do start off with a bang, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think this could be the year.
Yeah.
If they do start with that bang.
Yeah, but if they start with a bang, then it might flip. They might finish slow.
They could do, and they might do. But my question will be, this season, I think, will be the real test of like Arsenal's mental in terms of every year it's been an upward trajectory. If that 3rd year doesn't happen, do players start getting frustrated? Do
Saliba.
Arsenal fans start looking at Arteta a little bit like, all right, bro, you need to get over this little bro hurdle at this point. So I think this is a real important year in terms of the title challenge and really almost like grabbing it by the scruff of the neck, especially if you guys do feel that the gap is this close, which I personally don't think. I think City are in the lead and you almost need them for things to go wrong for them in order for you guys to capitalize on it. But
Can I ask you a quick question before? Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah,
You mentioned the ifs with Martinelli and Jesus and everyone else. Do you have Arsenal finishing first if you don't sign a striker or winger, or if they sign someone?
I don't think we need a striker.
What about winger?
I don't think we need a striker. I'd like a winger.
So no striker. You don't think?
I think we're fine up front for Jesus, Havertz, Trossard, and then. But bear in mind that's Jesus, Havertz, and Trossard.
It's free.
All players that can get double digit goals in Premier League, which they've all done.
Okay.
Saka scores a lot of goals now. Saka had about almost 40 goal involvements last season. Saka scores a lot of goals. And Martinelli. That's five players that all forwards that will score a lot of goals.
So you
between them.
So you think
we don't have a player that's going to be Premier League top goal scorer, but we have 5 players that all get 12 to 15 goals.
Double digits,
So
yeah.
I think that's still fine.
So Calafiori and Moreno is enough for you to win the league?
No, I'd like a winger as well. A backup
Okay,
winger.
but are you winning the league with a winger or without a winger? And a replacement? That's my question.
Well, the winger I want isn't going to be a starter.
Just back up, yes, fine. Yeah,
Of course,
rotation.
ideally, I think we have a better chance of winning it without the winger, with the winger, of course.
With the winger, yeah.
But without the winger, then I still think we will have enough. I think midfield is a lot more important. And we look like we're about to address it.
So right now, what you're telling me...
I think, listen, our squad was almost perfect last season. Almost, right?
2 seasons.
Yeah. I'm saying especially last season, I'm talking about last season. Squad was almost perfect last season. We had the best defense in the league. We've added to that even more, right? And we're adding a centre mid. And we're adding players that already have that, didn't perform last season, or were injured in Jesus, who's everyone knows his ability. I know he's not that kind of player in front of goal. And Martinelli, who didn't have the best season last season.
But Jesus, the same way Zerchi said, I'm a 9.5. Jesus is an 8.5.
Yeah, but they're not the same level.
The guy's further
They're
back.
not the same
The guy's
level.
further
They're
back,
not the
man.
same level.
you're basically
Jesus,
saying-
along with Odegaard, the best player at
So
Arsenal.
you're basically saying
at the club.
Calafiori and
Michael
Michael
Moreno.
Moreno
And the winger.
has now won you the league.
Yeah, well, we're 2 points off the league now. You've added 2 players.
Interesting.
City have lost a player. As
I
things
like that
stand,
math. 2 points up, add 2 players, win the league.
as things stand, City have lost the player, signed the unknown entity as well in the winger.
Interesting.
Quickly, why do you have Arsenal in the league? Serious or troll?
That's serious.
Yeah.
That's
Then
serious.
why?
I give a
Keep it
I only
brief.
give serious answers.
Keep
I
it
only give
brief,
serious,
but why?
opinion. Kind of what you was already alluded to. I think last season having the best defensive record, you've added a highly rated defender in
Oh,
Calafiori.
and we've added Timber.
And Timber's back from
forgot about
injury,
that, sorry.
who last season missed majority of last season. We only played what?
He played 60 minutes in the Premier League.
Premier League last season. So that will kind of be like a
less
new
than 9
signing.
minutes the whole season.
Yeah.
And the last 2
So
games.
he'll come like a new signing this season. He's a multifunctional player.
He
didn't play.
He played the first game of the season.
And he played the
didn't
last
taste his
and the
style.
last
5 minutes,
Yeah.
and he came on the last game for 30 minutes.
yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow, that's
He
mad.
played,
That's
he
it.
played less than 9
It's
minutes.
a new signing. It's a new signing.
He said he's a new signing and he's a multifunctional
And he's
player.
unbelievable.
He can play left back, right back,
Honestly.
centre back, DM. So he's going to be another addition, which I think will add a different dynamic to the team. I think Calafiori coming in, them already having the best defensive record, then you add in a player with that quality where he can play on the left hand side or even play left centre back if he wanted to. They conceded the least amount of goals. They've then strengthened that defense. I think if you strengthening, I think if they concede the same amount this season or even less,
I think even less.
that could definitely improve it. If Marino's not confirmed yet, but then
Yeah,
that also is an upgrade to a midfield as well. I do think the only thing is with Arsenal is the attack. I still do have a slight doubt about the attack. I hear where you're coming from with the Jesus and Martinelli, but Jesus is a player that's been known for inconsistency throughout his career in the Premier League. Martinelli, I have my question marks around him. I don't know if he's the type of player that can fire you to that, to that Premier League title.
Yeah.
I do feel like you are one top. I think Arsenal are one top attacker away from having that complete
I
squad
agree.
that you're referring to. I think if they can push out Jesus, kind of do what they did with Jesus at City, push him out wide, as maybe have him on a rotation or on a rotation with Saka. Maybe some games you can rest Saka, have Jesus go on the right, and then have a real number
I think
9.
that will be the case if we don't sign a winger.
Yeah, because I think you need a striker, man. I think you need a striker that can I'm not talking about just a striker that's gonna come and get you 10. I'm talking about an Isak, a Tony, a Watkins, somebody who can not only give you goals, a lot of goals, but also can link up with the players that you already have available. I think that is what you're missing. That's what you're. No,
only ones that you say you named that will fit out is Isak and Watkins.
Watkins, yeah. I think I'm saying even I wouldn't say. I think Tony was not really too much of a bad shout, but I hear where you're coming from. I've heard the why. I know why some people might not fancy him, so I get it. But I then look over to City. I think
you made
City have won the league with barely striker.
I then look over to City. Okay, they did have a slow start, like you said last season. They've lost. They're losing Alvarez this right now. They still haven't had a Gundogan replacement. Till now, there isn't a good one replacement. We're keeping it real.
Well, Foden stepped up last, and Rodri did Rodri did the numbers last season.
Yeah, Foden did step up last season, but I still think they need to alleviate
City
that
didn't have a
pressure
slow
off
start
Rodri.
last season.
Huh?
I don't know why.
Not slow, necessarily a slow start, but I think they
won every game.
But for the first half of the
apart
season, it
from one.
seemed like they were playing catch up.
But they're winning every game.
I think it was December where
That's not
there was like 4 games where similar to you, man. I think they drew against Spurs.
I always hear about City having bad start. They didn't have bad start.
Well,
They
there
won
was a part of the
straight
first half of the
wins, bro.
season where
Yeah.
they just felt, you know what it is?
They
It
lost
just
November,
no, but it just felt like throughout
November.
the whole season they were
November.
always playing catch up. Like they
They
came
lost
first.
3 games all season.
Okay, but when was the first time? Hear me out, okay? When was the first time City went top of the table?
And when
It was in
spring,
spring.
community shields and
In
stuff
spring,
like that, so they
there's
were always
not-
playing games behind. They always had like games in hand. If I recall.
No, it's not even necessarily that.
Yeah.
They went to top of the table for the first time in the season in like spring.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
So their whole season, they were either second or third. They were playing catch up.
True,
That's
'cause-
why people feel like they had a
true,
slow
true.
start. It's because they were never first throughout the whole season.
Because it was Spurs first,
First,
Arsenal, then Liverpool,
and then Liverpool sat there for a while,
yeah,
and then
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
and then man, and then City,
and then City came. So I'm saying, so that's why it feels like it. Okay, it maybe on paper they didn't have a bad start, but it feels like they've
the other teams had better starts.
every other teams had better starts, and it just feels like they were playing catch up the whole season. I feel like they still need a Gundogan replacement, in my opinion. I think them losing Julian Alvarez is a bit of a problem, because when there were times where Haaland was out, Julian Alvarez was the guy that came in. That means now you need to look for not just a winger, but you need to find a dynamic winger that can play across the front line. A multifunctional winger. It's not just having somebody that's playing out wide. You need somebody that can also play through the middle. I was reading today Pedro Neto, which I don't think is a bad shout either. I don't think that's a bad shout in the system.
Cannot be relied upon physically.
But it's the
Physically,
injury. It's the injury.
Go finish 38 games a season and then come back.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, I think looking back on last season, I just feel like the gap was, what I get, like Sharky said, was not much. You know, I think they were on par with each other. I just think the experience that City had got them through in the end.
Yeah.
I think it's the experience. I don't think necessarily it was them having a better squad. I just think that the experience and and knowing how to handle that pressure is what got them through in the end. I think Arsenal will definitely learn over the last 2 years. I hope they do, because if they don't do it this year, then huge question marks on Arteta. Huge question marks on Arteta, because it's like, how many more chances? How long are they gonna wait? Are you really the Spanish Brendan Rodgers? Do we need somebody else to come in?
It's technically,
never know.
It could,
because his contract ends,
contract technically ends. So it's like this is a make or break year for Arsenal. This is a make or break for Arteta, for the players, for the club. It's now. This is your last chance.
It depends.
No, for me, this is your last chance.
It depends.
I agree.
This is the last chance. Yeah, this is the last chance.
Leaves here, you start winning Premier Leagues. You're chaining it.
Nah, I think it doesn't really
Chain it, bro.
No, the way I look at it, but what happens is, what happens is,
Why's your Rolex ticking?
but what happens is, there's a lot of things that could happen. That's why this year is a big year, because next summer, if Pep leaves, they might be calling for Arteta to come over. If you don't deliver that title before then, they could definitely call Arteta over. I see Arteta as a potential replacement for Pep at City.
That's no way. No.
I don't
That's
think
no
he
way.
leaves. I
That's
don't
no
think
way he
Arsenal for
leaves
City.
of not winning it and then joining a City.
Burns everything.
Mustahil.
Football is a funny sport,
Never.
Football's a funny
Well,
place.
for the
Football's a funny.
narrative,
Oh, that's disgusting.
it would
This is
be
WWE, man. This is WWE,
I
man.
don't see it. Okay, let's.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more predictions to make. So
I've got
go
2
on.
questions for
Could
you,
be.
just to end it, yeah? 2 questions.
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, heading into next season, is your back 4?
Calafiori,
Yeah, I'll tell you my
Saliba,
back 4.
Gabriel.
My favorite back 4.
Your
Ben
back
White.
Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber.
4. Okay, now a question. A follow-up question to that, but before my second question. Do you think, to end this
Just
season...
question 1B.
Yeah, 1B.
Yeah.
Do you think by the end of this season, Gabriel
Could be Calafiori centre back, left centre back. Yeah, of course. Okay. That's how. Look, bro. I've just told you we have 7 centre backs.
Okay. Second question. The most important question.
So we can interchange. We can have Saliba Calafiori with Timber at left back. You can have Saliba Gabriel.
Every question is the most important question.
Back. You got obviously Ben White right back. You got Tomiyasu who's gonna come in and out of games. You got Kivio still at the club. He might stay. If he stays, he can play centre back and left back. We got multiple competitions we're gonna play. We got so many options, bro. Okay. Timber's a centre back as well. He's unbelievable centre back.
Be careful.
Aiden Heaven can come in.
Huh?
Whoa, the
options.
Options.
Listen. Aiden Heaven.
Huh?
Heaven.
Who's his name?
I don't know about all that, man.
Yeah.
Astaghfirullah, man. Moving like Godri. Astaghfirullah, man.
His name is Heaven. Heaven's a beautiful thing.
Astaghfirullah. It's like what he did.
There's people called
Astaghfirullah, man. Astaghfirullah, man.
There's girls called Jannah. There's a girl's name.
Astaghfirullah, man. Astaghfirullah, man.
Aiden from the north side.
We have a player called Jesus.
Relax, man.
That's a messenger.
Astaghfirullah, man. There's only one Nabi Isa. There's only one Nabi Isa. There's only one Nabi Isa. We don't do that.
Wait, I'm confused.
Don't do that, man.
Next one.
Stop writing the wrong things.
Can I just say though, my prediction is Arsenal, but we know there's still an agenda there though.
Second question,
We still know there's an agenda.
Is Arsenal breaking Chelsea's record?
No. That's I think that record is one of 2 records that I think would never get beaten.
Alongside what, Invincibles?
No, 100 point City. I don't think I would get beaten as well.
Wait, 100
But I think
Chelsea. Ask them if Arsenal can break Chelsea's.
I don't think
Yeah. No,
15 goals
I tried it. I was hoping for.
I think the hardest record.
nibble.
I think the hardest record to beat is the 15 goals conceded Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the second is 100 points. Then Invincibles.
Yes.
I think the team can do Invincibles. They've been close. Liverpool close when
Watford
beat them.
Watford, yeah.
You know, but I think the 15 goals conceded in a whole season.
Impossible.
I don't think that will get broken. I think that's the hardest Premier League record to get broken.
Yeah.
So I don't think even how good our defense is and everything. I think we might do better than last season, which is gonna be crazy because we conceded only 28 last season.
29.
29.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
if we beat that, it's very impressive. But 15 is.
Arsenal, City.
Yep. There we go. Those are our top 6 predictions. Ready for the next part of the video? We're gonna get through these ones a bit quicker, right? A lot quicker. Okay, let's get into the rest of our predictions. We're gonna do this a bit quicker than obviously the initial ones that we started with. The top 6 is usually the main event. We're gonna do our relegation now. We're gonna name all 3 clubs that we think are relegated, and then we'll discuss obviously if we have any matching, any different ones, any surprise additions to the relegation. 3, the relegation teams that will go down. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Last season, all 3 promoted teams got relegated.
Yes.
Last season, do we think the same thing's gonna happen?
Can I just say, last season I was the first person to say it, and everyone said, "Oh, you're so lazy. Can you try to be different?"
Fair.
And all 3 went down.
Fair enough.
That's probably the only thing you got right, but that's fine.
Guys are trying to do up Blue Nation every week.
Yeah,
that man. But,
so do we think all 3 are going down again?
No.
No.
I think 2 out of 3. Yeah. I think naturally.
I got 1.
Oh.
I got 1.
I think I might know who your second one is as well. But
who's your one?
That's going down.
Yeah.
Leicester.
You've got the one I don't have.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got Leicester as well.
So you think
Let's go down.
Yeah. But come on. Enzo went and the best player went as well. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't think they're the Premier League. I don't think they're Premier League ready, or I don't think they have a Premier League worthy squad.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Dewsbury Hall's left.
The manager left. A couple of rotational players they had. I know Ndidi wasn't a main consistent midfielder for them, and Kelechi Iheanacho wasn't the main, but they all left as well, bro.
And Ndidi's apparently going to sign a new contract. That's what I was reading.
No, he left as a free agent.
Yeah, but apparently he's negotiating a new
he's
contract.
still in the squad.
He's on the squad.
Yeah.
I mean, their squad.
Left.
No.
Mavdidi, Abdul Fattah was actually quite good for them in the Championship last year as well. Harry Winks, Sumare, Deckled over Reed, Casey McAteer.
They got Reed back in.
Yeah, I mean, the squad ain't too bad, I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at it, I'm like, and in all honesty, I think that's the thing when teams come up to the Premier League. I think the gap nowadays is bigger than it's ever been, and I think last year we saw that. I think Leicester are one of the few teams that went down, and clearly you knew they were going to come back up, and I think they've not maintained, maybe you could say they've lost Iheanacho and Ndidi and a few players, but I still think they're good enough to compete in the Premier League. I don't think they'll be maybe clear of the relegation zone, but I think they should be safe, in my opinion. I'm looking at Ipswich on the other side, and I think they've got a talented manager. I think they've got a few talented players, but the gap is too big, in my opinion. I think you got to remember this team that's done back-to-back promotions. Like they're ahead of schedule, in my opinion. So them staying up, wow. McKenna, you might be the chosen one. United might need to come calling soon. But I think it's going to be too much. It's similar like Luton. They'll be the team that they go down with a spirited performance. You'll be like, yo, that Leif Davis at left back, he's decent. Do you know what I mean? Omari Hutchinson, he's a baller. But inevitably they'll go down.
I look at Ipswich, not even like Luton. I look at them like Burnley. Because everyone said, he plays nice football, attractive football in the Championship. Good coach. The same thing was said about Company. Yeah. Oh, the breaking point season, whatever it is. Nice little attractive football. Can you replicate it in the Prem? I didn't do nothing.
But Vinny, obviously, I'm not acting like I know a lot about Kieran McKenna, but I'm saying Vinny was he stayed stubborn. He kept his style in the Premier League. Obviously, didn't work to the point where they were conceding goals due to them giving the ball to the other team because they were trying to play. Which, it rewarded him. He got the Bayern Munich job because, he still stuck to his way of playing good football. But that's why they went down ultimately. Kieran McKenna, from what I've heard about him, like I don't know him too much. What I've heard about him, what little I know about him. And on top of that, I've had conversations with current Ipswich players, and how well they've spoken about him and how much of a great manager he is, great man manager he is, great coach he is, tactician-wise. I would like to hope that he will adjust the way they play based on Premier League and how it was in the Championship. Because obviously, Burnley walked the Championship, but then went straight back down. So you need to change for the Premier League. You're playing every single week. You're playing a better team than you. It's not like the top teams where you look at your schedule and you're like, cool, for the next 5 weeks we've got a run of games. If you're Ipswich, if you're Southampton, if you're Leicester, every single game, every single week is a tough game. You go away to Fulham, that's a tough game. Then the week after that, you're playing Bournemouth away. Then the week after that, you got Chelsea. The week after that, you got United. Every game's a tough game. So as a coach, you have to be adaptable. Company wasn't, but, it didn't work for Burnley, but he got the job at Bayern. Obviously, it's a whole different thing. But I think Kieran McKenna, from everything I've heard about him and from media, from personal conversations, from any bit of research I've done, I would like to hope to know. I don't think they'll have a magical season. I just think they'll stay up. Maybe even by the skin of their teeth. I just think I have a bit of belief in them, And it's like a magical season. They've been in the Premier League first time in God knows how long.
I didn't mention Southampton.
I got them staying as well.
That's what I'm curious. You think they're staying up as well?
So out of the two teams I've got going down, it's Leicester. And I like a cute story about
Ipswich. Wait, can I hear Sharky's? Okay, Sharky, can I hear your regular free? Because you didn't say relegated free.
Oh yeah, it was Leicester, Forest.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And I think Everton are finally going down.
Everton. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean Dyche.
They doubt him again. That was a crazy one. Yeah.
That's a crazy shout. But
don't doubt the Dyche.
I know it's hard to doubt
the Dyche.
The only way they're going down is they get 4 4-point reductions, man.
Bro, listen.
That's crazy.
Southampton though, talk to me.
I don't think Everton.
I'm not moved by Southampton in the slightest.
Initially, I was with you.
Brereton Diaz.
No.
What a player.
Yeah, the Chilean from up north.
You know what gassed me up?
Blackburn Chilean.
You know what gassed me up a little bit? I got gassed.
Yeah.
When they went to France and slapped up Bordeaux and Montpellier. They're like, boom, boom, boom. And now it's like, you know what?
Wait, the Bordeaux that don't exist.
Yeah,
the club that don't exist anymore.
Basically, they've gone to semi-pro now.
And Montpellier, who are mid-table French Ligue 1. This is the barometer.
Hear me out. Montpellier slapped them up 3-1. Slapped them up. They're like, you know what? If that man can beat Montpellier, then man, surely they can beat Brentford and
where do Montpellier finish in the Premier League?
Yeah, come on.
Where do Montpellier finish in the Premier League?
14th?
13th.
You're being generous.
Relegation
zone.
You know Wolves beat Leipzig 3-0, yeah? They have
relegation zone.
Preseason friendlies, bro.
Well done.
Yeah, so what? Wolves going to get Champions League football next season?
Sounds staying up. The nice little bunch of players. The philosophy is nice. Manager's good. I like it.
I'm looking at their squad even, honestly. I mean, Onuachu, Brereton Diaz to get the goals. Sekou Mara. Edozi's decent. I quite like him. Good. The midfield, bro, you recalled Lallana. Okay, good luck. Carlos Alcaraz.
Very good.
Listen, good tennis player. I don't know about this football shit, yeah. Really soon. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not looking at the squad and thinking Kyle Walker-Peters decent, Bella Kotchap. I don't know if they've got enough for me to keep them, to say they're bona fide clear. I think they're relegation candidates.
Yeah, I think they'll be there and thereabouts. You know,
Forest though. I like
agree with that
you're
one.
you're on the money there. I
So
think.
you meant all go Forest?
I
I've-
got Forest.
Yeah, Forest is inevitable.
So wait, let everyone say their threes. I've said my three, just so I
I've
understand.
got Ipswich, Leicester, and Brentford.
This first two.
Wait, who's the first one?
Leicester,
No, yeah.
Ipswich.
Yeah.
What does it call?
You said
It's Fitch.
Okay, cold.
And
Ipswich and Brentford.
Brentford.
Brentford,
Interesting.
okay.
Thomas Frank is a good coach.
interesting. I've got Forest, Southampton, Ipswich.
Cool.
I got Forest. Yeah, same as you actually. Yeah, Forest, Southampton, and Ipswich. Yeah, that's my three as well.
For me, I just think Forest
my three.
it's like the smaller version of Chelsea. Almost, you can't continue to run a club like that.
And they haven't
I
improved.
just feel like
If you
that
really
they
look at the
don't
team,
seem
they
to
don't
improve.
Yeah.
Despite all the hordes of signing, and despite every window, you're looking at the signings and thinking, he looks decent.
Yeah.
That one's decent. That one's decent. But it just doesn't seem to come together. And there's
Yeah.
only so much Awoni and Callum Hudson-Odoi can get you out of jail.
Their quartet is nice. I like the
Gibbs White,
Callum Hudson-Odoi,
Callum Hudson-
Elanga, Wood. I even Awoni at times
Yeah.
coming into like changing with Wood.
That's the one thing you will say about them. They do have that. I
They
would
create
say
chances, they
those
score
bottom
goals,
six
yeah.
sides, you always need that one player that's able to get you 10 to 12 goals
Yeah.
a
And that's
season.
him.
And I think they've kind of got that in and amongst them, and that could be the thing that keeps them up.
Yeah.
But I just think they leak so much.
So
and
much
the
goals,
previous
yeah.
first year when they came in, I remember their home form was a thing they hung their hat on. And last year, I felt like they kind of just got away with the skin of their teeth. This season, I'm looking at Leicester and I'm like, it's up to you to basically relegate them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say too much about
Essentially.
them because I've got them in a different category next, which I want to talk about. But I disagree. I disagree with what you guys say. But I'll come back to that category.
We will.
Okay.
I'll
We
come back
will.
to that category.
Interesting.
And with
Alright.
Ipswich and Southampton, I just think they're too much. Like you were saying, there's just too much of a championship
Yeah.
team. I think they got too many championship players. I think the gap between them and the rest of the league is a little bit too big, and I think that's probably why we both have the same predictions. So
I mean, it looks like we're pretty much guaranteed for at least one team to go back down.
Two.
So,
Yeah.
Both
and all of you
championship
have two.
going down.
You
Both
know?
championship going down, 100%.
So you think less? Who do you think staying up again?
Less than Ipswich. Ipswich.
Southampton stay up.
Say that again.
Ipswich.
Interesting. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Okay, let's go to the next category. Surprise team to have a better season than expected.
Let me just take the stage on this one. Guys, leave it with me. Last season, I said my surprise team of the season, it was Bournemouth.
So did I.
as well.
So did I.
Yeah, same.
So it's, you know,
Yeah,
Okay.
Same.
They surprised the whole world. Shaky start, and then you had an American person say, "Oh, they'll get relegated," and then you get sacked.
Americans. How stupid.
they don't even know the sport.
What was it now? Where's this
You got
person?
sent back to America. You got sent back to America.
In Charlotte Hastings. But my surprise team, they finished 12th. They had a
Yeah.
shaky start, but he managed to finally get the right system and everything, and he finished 12th. My surprise team is Bournemouth again.
Are you just copying me?
Oh, no. You got them as well?
Bro, literally.
My surprise team is Bournemouth again. I
that?
think...
Yeah, Bournemouth.
I got Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think they'll finish 7th, 8th this season.
Yo, talk the things.
I think they'll finish 8th. I think now the team knows about Anthony. He's had a year to put his style and system and little fingerprints on what they want to do. They've added some nice pieces. Sinisterra, they bought him confirmed. But one person who, in my opinion, is going to be the most underrated signing of the window. The guy from Juve, he said he played for Roma last season, but
Yeah.
Juve for 23 million,
Yeah.
bargain, wallahi.
Bro, him, Zabeni, Kirkez, Max Aarons, Neto, I think that's just like a solid unit there, in my
Solid
opinion.
unit.
I think the midfield, they've got strength and depth. The only place I worry about them is if they lose Solanke.
I
What do
agree.
they do?
I agree.
And therefore, do they get a like-for-like replacement? Do you get the same amount of goals from a Semenyo or one of them? Do they step up? I don't know if they've kind of got that goals within them. But if they manage to keep Solanke, I think I've got them Conference League kind of outside, pushing on from what they were
7th,
last
8th,
year.
or top 6 maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. But I think now next season with no European football as well, because thankfully they finished outside the top 10 and everything. I think a full season, second season with Anthony, he's going to shake the world.
They looked good. I mean, I watched them obviously pre-season against Arsenal.
Yeah,
We drew against them in LA, Dignity Health Sports Park,
he's going to shake the world.
LA Galaxy Stadium. We played them. It was all right. They looked good. Obviously, you can't judge off preseason. Another one is Alex Scott. They signed obviously the season before, but didn't play much. He was the Championship Young Player of the season. Very bright prospect. They look at him like a young Grealish or these kind of players. He's fit now. He's ready to play. Bournemouth was my team last season. I think this season I was going between two teams, and the same thing with you. You said 7th, 8th. I'm gonna go for Crystal Palace. I think. I think Crystal Palace have never finished above 10th in the Premier League. Never. Yeah. So if they finish above that, they're breaking records, and it's their surprise pick. I think they can do the 8th place, 7th, 8th place that you have Bournemouth to go.
Even with no Elise.
Yeah, I was going to say, how big a loss do you think Elise is?
It's a big loss, but also at the same time, and he did have a big contribution last season, but also he missed a lot of games. Mm-hmm. So of course that's his individual brilliance, because even if he missed a lot of games, he still had good contributions. But they had that. I think Oliver Glasner is a top coach, and I think Elise is a great player, and he's gone, of course, but I think he's building a team that can play well together, and I think they'll survive without Elise, and I think they can even get better without him.
They lose Gueye as well.
Didn't they sign that?
I mean, if that's
Brazilian
different,
kid in January as well, though. Mateus Franca.
Yeah, they got Franca.
And he was meant to be like
playing like wing-backish.
Yeah, wing-back. But you know who they replaced Elise with? In my opinion, elite signing and free Kamada.
Daichi.
Daichi.
Yeah.
Well, former. Your team.
Eintracht Frankfurt, went to Lazio for a year.
Lazio, language barrier, culture, XYZ, they didn't play him.
You know Lazio.
You know Lazio. You know. This country,
we know. No, but they got a good team, man. They got a potential Olympic gold medalist coming back to the team.
Oh, that guy.
Right.
Man.
That's a wavy celebration.
Wavy celebration.
I can't lie. I know it's just a bot.
Yeah.
But it was the wavy.
They've got.
Let me get my moment still.
See?
I was like, yeah.
They've got an animal coming back. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be the same as when Faisal shapes his head. It's gonna get into Mateta bag.
He might have a new form.
There's magic. There's magic in the boldness.
New form. So yeah, I mean,
magic in the boldness. Why has he never had the magic, man? This guy, man. We waited 29 years, man. Man.
So that's my team.
Who's yours?
Mine is Everton. I think
so. From relegation to surprise team.
Yeah, because Everton, last season, I think Sean Dyche has definitely improved them coming off the back of the previous season before. I think last season they got hit with point reduction twice.
Yep.
And I think that's what and they still managed to stay up.
Crazy.
I think this season, I know they've lost Onana, but they've had some good additions in. I think some quite good, a few young prospects. They got and Ndai
from Marseille
as well.
Jack O'Brien from Lyon as well, good centre back.
So I think the Irish boy, right? Yeah. So I think they're gonna do a lot better. Obviously, given that they don't get any other point reduction this season, I think they will definitely. Because let's be honest, if it wasn't for the point reduction, they would have been around mid-table.
Yeah,
they would have been around mid-table. So I think next season I do have them to be pushing around. I would say between 8th to 10th around that region. I'm putting Everton around that. Yeah. I'm putting Everton there, and I think they got a good core of a group of players. I think like you got the McNeil, you've got Harrison, you've got a good core of players that I think can produce goals, can create moments. I think Ndai, I think that's a steal, from Marseille. I think he's got the ability.
It didn't work out for him after 1 year, innit?
Yeah.
Similar like Palace signed Ismail Assar from there as
well. Yeah.
And that is kind of like another it's Elise
replacement as well.
Palace signed Ismail Assar.
Ismail Assar.
That's the Elise replacement.
That's a very good signing.
That's a very good signing, yeah. But that's the reason why I've got Everton. That's the most improved.
Maybe if I was to keep it different, I'd probably maybe go West Ham. I think they'll be Champions League outsiders this year, in my opinion. I said all the reasons earlier.
You had them finishing top 6.
Yeah.
I was going to say Man United. I was going to put Man United, but I think it's too easy or too boring of a pick. I hear it. I think it's too boring.
Do you know how much they've fallen that we are actually going to?
You have to. If you go from 8th, if me and him are saying, if you're going from like 8th to let's say top 4, that's a huge improvement. If you're talking about improvements, most improved team, that's the title.
How would Sir Alex feel if you put the most surprised team is United?
Well,
How would Sir Alex
it's
feel
not Sir
about
Alex days no more, bro. We have to keep it real with ourselves. Like I said, we have to reality check, bro. This is where we're at. So if we do go from 8th to Champions League, that we are a contender for most improved. Am I wrong in saying that? No, that's it then. Yeah, you just want to start a conversation for no reason, man. Just shut up and sit there, man. Just close that mouth as well, man. There's a hot breath coming out of this, bro. Just close
Come on, like you're trying to catch flies, isn't it?
just move, man. Close that. Close that mouth, man.
And now the opposite, the team we expect to be the underperformers.
I mean,
biggest underperformer.
is it even underperforming at this stage?
I agree. We're the same team.
That was
but I agree.
I mean, I think we've all got the same team, right?
Apart from him.
Wait.
Except, I don't know why you didn't have Chelsea in your overperformer. Technically, I've got Chelsea as my underperformer. But at this point, I don't know.
It's not
This is the
underperforming.
thing, I don't know.
This is what
I
they
don't know
are.
if this is the
I
new
don't
normal.
have them, by the way, as my underperforming team.
To be fair, last season
that's what
they finished off right. They finished above you guys.
They had a horrible season. If you're just keeping it real.
How is it? Hold on.
Yeah.
How is it underperforming or overperforming when they finished 6th or 5th last season?
Sixth,
bro.
Yeah. So so them finishing 5th? How's they finished above you?
Doesn't matter if they
I
finish
think
above
coming
us,
into
bro.
last season, personally, I would have thought they would have been challenging top 4, not floating mid-table all season and then scraping Europa.
Yeah.
So you think they'll finish below top 6?
I think it will be a
None of us even had them in top
in
6.
my eyes. I think it will be a repeat of
I
last
beg
year.
you, somebody get up the table from last
Teething
season,
problems.
please.
Yeah, I got it.
trying to
Because the
find
gap
your way.
from like 5th to like
11th.
8th. No,
it's
no.
like it was like 3 points or 4 points. What was the gap from Tottenham to like United?
6
Bro, you were
points.
close to Burnley.
6 points, yeah.
You were
So
closer to Burnley.
6. That's 2 matches. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 matches.
This guy's talking about gap.
Hey, what's the gap between Chelsea and United? Well, how many points?
The gap between Arsenal and United is 29 points.
You want to start that again?
Wait.
Strike 2.
Wait.
Strike 2. You want to start again? 30 points. No. 30 point gap. How many trophies did you end the season with?
29.
29.
Please tell me the gap between Burnley and United.
36. So it's not far.
Very close.
Shut your mouth,
Very
man.
close.
Hey, what I'm saying? You thought your jokes was gonna land. It didn't land. You wanna listen?
Like your one. Enzo, yes. What's what he said? Yeah.
Mayeska.
English, yeah.
Enzo Maresca.
English, yeah. Hey, what was that language in there? Wallahi? What language is that?
Enzo Maresca.
No, you can't even get it, man.
You can't even get it.
man.
Listen, you better watch yourself. Strike 2 now. 29 points. How many trophies you end with the season with?
Brother, we're talking about underachievers. So Chelsea.
Ten Hag's on more trophies than Arteta.
Chelsea,
just to let you know.
Chelsea,
Just to let you
and
know,
then-
by the way. Yeah, so you could do all that yappa stuff all you want. All of this talk. At the end of the day, Ten Hag is sitting on something more than Arteta right now. So you better step your game up, boy. You better step your game up, boy. And you want to run your little jokes, yeah? Chelsea.
So if you got
yeah,
offered to
chop
swap,
you,
then you
bruv.
wouldn't swap them. Because you got a manager, the better manager. So you
Nah,
wouldn't
I don't want a Spanish Brendan Rodgers, man. I'm alright.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I got a winner. A guy
you do.
who's got an actual CV.
Nah, you do, fair enough.
So I'd rather stick to him. Yeah. I'd rather stick to him.
Yeah, right.
But all I'm
right,
saying
cool.
is the gap between. Anyway, the conversation was about the gap.
Exactly.
The gap from Tottenham
What's
to
your
United
underachieving
is only
team?
6 points. My underachieving team is Aston Villa.
Whoa, interesting.
Yeah, that's my underachieving team.
What do you have in finishing?
I have them finishing between, I'll say about 7th or 8th.
Okay.
I'll say about 7th
So
or 8th.
outside of European sport.
Outside of the European sport. And the reason why for that, I think the commitment of Champions League football. I also think I don't like it, yeah, and I don't know how you guys feel, but you see when a team does well in a season or overachieves in a season, I hate when they go into the window and like disrupt the flow and make too many changes. Because what I've seen over the past is that when that happens, teams tend to go a little bit backwards.
I think losing Diaby.
I think losing Diaby, you're losing Douglas Luiz, who was basically practically one of the top scorers in the season. You had Diaby, who was a consistent performer for them, either creating or scoring. He was chipping in.
Yeah.
I think
60 million, bro.
So how comes, based off evidence last season and obviously having foresight going to this season, how comes you have United 4th and Villa 7th? On what basis?
It's my
Hold on.
prediction.
That's a very good question.
I know. I just think.
We haven't established that.
Yeah, because I think
That's a good
with Man United, there's I see in terms of stability in the sense of players.
Stability.
United
More than
stability.
Villa.
I'm saying it's the same group of players. It's the same group of players that we have,
Which
with
weren't good enough.
A bit more with hopefully additions coming in. Whereas with Villa, they've
Same group
had-
of players with additions coming in.
No. Look at Villa's activity in this window. They've got rid of quite a number of players and they brought in quite a number of players. We're now
Not
expecting
really.
them to
They've
carry
lost
on.
Louise and
Those are
Diaby.
the two big ones that
Exactly.
they've lost, yeah?
That-
Those are the two big ones.
You're sweating.
You got wallahi better. You have more sweat than me, man.
You're sweating.
You're just sweating there. You're talking about sweating.
You're sweating.
Bro,
Stability
why?
United.
Because I'm talking about in terms of the group of players.
Okay, we're straight
They're
enough.
not-
We're straight
that's-
enough. So Villa.
No, I'm saying Villa. Yeah,
cool.
I'm saying forget United. Stop trying to compare. Bring United to every single conversation. This is about Villa. For me, Villa, I feel like they're gonna underperform on the basis that they got the commitment of Champions League football. We saw what happened to Newcastle last season. A lot of people, amongst us, even thought that Newcastle could even do better than what they did last season, and they went backwards. Yeah, given that they did have injuries. Aston Villa now, they've got Champions League football. Champions League football, you can't play your B team in Champions League football. Every single week, every single game week, you're now expected to play your strongest 11. You got that. Villa also did have injury problems as well last season. Let's not forget that. Now you've had players go, you're bringing players in, you're kind of disrupting the flow. I personally liked seeing Watkins, Bailey, Diaby, McGinn. There was a consistency in that 11. Yeah. You know, there was the same core player. You had Kamara in the holder. You had McGinn drifting out on the left. Like there was that. It was that consistency, that same pattern, that sort of chemistry you saw on the pitch. You've now made, I think, a number of changes now. It's not to say that they're starting again, but now you're expecting new players to now pick up where the other players. You get me? The weight of the other players that are now gone.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that I think they might not do as well as people think they're going to do.
It's hard to maintain.
It's a waffle, man.
Hard to maintain.
He's waffling.
Villa, Chelsea.
Good one.
That's straight waffle.
What was yours?
It made no
So what's
sense.
yours then? Okay, what's yours?
What was yours?
Made no
You can't
sense.
say Chelsea. What's yours?
No, I can't say Chelsea.
Yeah,
I was
go
going
on.
to say United, but is that really underachieving? They finished 8th last season. Is that really underachieving? Is that really underachieving?
It's what we said about Chelsea. Is that
Is that really underachieving?
Nah, go. If you want to say might not say a reason.
I was. It's boring. It's boring.
okay.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
I've seen it before. I'm going to say Fulham. I think
They're all my contenders for the other categories.
I think Fulham.
What are the expectations for Fulham? Let me ask you that first.
I think Fulham last season finished 14th or 13th.
So you're saying they're going to get relegated?
So
then?
basically,
No,
the
I
fighting
feel like-
relegation.
yeah, fighting relegation. I feel like losing Palinha is huh?
That's an
man,
easy
that ain't
one,
it, y'all,
man.
man.
That ain't it, y'all. I can't lie, man.
And you had the team to come for me.
Doing all that huffing and puffing, I'll blow your house down.
Talking about they're going to be fighting relegation. Shut your mouth.
Come on, man.
Fuad will never let his
your
team get
mouth,
relegated.
man.
He'll never let his boys get relegated.
What do you mean his boys?
He plays for Fulham. And Babu, no?
I think he's looking at when did Barcola sign
Mbappe is crazy.
I've had Sasha Boy,
Yeah.
and Babu.
Is this racist at this point?
Wait till I cut my shit and then I have to find something new. Yeah.
So fighting relegation.
He went from 4th to 7th in Villa. Villa finished 4th. He said he's going to finish 7th, underachieving.
Because you went from Champions League football to potentially no European football.
Uncle, listen.
So I understand.
I went from 13th to 17th, 4 positions, fighting relegation.
Wait, you realise 17th doesn't get relegated?
No. Fighting with relegation. They might get relegated. I have them.
So you're saying they went from surviving relegation to surviving relegation?
13 surviving relegation.
But they were comfortable.
Great shift in
They were
expectations.
They
comfortable
were
last
comfortable
season.
last season. This time
Were
they were
they?
fighting relegation.
They were comfortable. Fulham were comfortable last season.
I
They were
thought
comfortable.
Fulham were hitting.
Wait,
They were hit and miss.
They were
and
like
they were
hot
good
and
in
hot
spells.
and cold,
Yes.
but they were pretty
The
much.
money
They were
was
never
packed.
really in danger.
Yeah,
They
they
were
were
20,
years
they were 20 points ahead. What do you mean you were comfortable? 20
But
points.
so what you're saying is basically they're going to be in and around amongst relegation.
Yeah, they'll be fighting relegation with 18th, 17th, in my opinion.
Okay.
Losing Palinha is massive for them.
Okay. Fair shout. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you. I know it's a great shout.
Because I know it's an absolute waffle.
Yeah.
I know it's absolute waffle.
I know it's a great shout.
I genuinely believe it. I think he just came up with this now.
Fulham are going to lose
I think he's freestyling it, you know.
Bro, Fulham are going to lose 3 games in the season. He just wants the clip to spin
It's
back to
his
say,
yeah.
I told you not about
Fulham.
Fulham. Sack Marco Silva now.
Yeah. Another bet.
Send them to Saudi.
Another bet.
Hold on. What's worse, mine or his one?
Yours.
His one made no sense.
What do you
with
mean?
Villa. Oh,
Nah,
Villa's going to have a better season because of stability and because they signed more players.
Villa's going to have a better season
No,
because of
United. You said
stability.
United.
No. His comprehension skills are
United.
zero.
United. his reasoning.
I would have liked to hear the United one
his
more.
reasoning behind United finishing
Let's
seventh.
move on to the next
Yeah, let's
topic.
go to the
shall we?
next one.
It's because Villa signed more players.
I love when he gets I love when he gets
Listen,
frustrated.
you know what he's, listen. You know what his playbook is? You know what his playbook is right now? His playbook is just related to Man United. I'm talking about Aston Villa. Why are you bringing Man United into it?
No.
I'm talking about Villa.
He asked you a very simple question.
He asked me
Why
about Villa.
do you think United are finishing above Villa?
No, his question was, who do you think is going to be underperforming? I said Villa.
Baba,
You
no.
brought Man United into the equation.
No,
You brought Man United into the equation.
No,
So
don't
don't
try it.
waffle. Don't
He
waffle.
asked you a second
Don't
category.
waffle.
So
Yeah,
the next
let's carry on.
So the next
won.
category.
You chubby hamshake. That's what you are right now.
Get ready for that green hair, man. Get ready.
I said chubby hamshake.
Get ready for the green hair, man.
Chubby Levetsi, man.
Hamstring. Oh, that's it, hamstring. I thought you said hamster.
That's what should have The fourth should have been
Love it. Chubby Levetsi.
the fourth should have been instead of bold, the hamstring.
I think, oh, God. Well, that would have been incredible. That would have been incredible. Well, that would have been incredible. That would have been incredible. To come in.
Oh man.
I thought you said hamster. For a second, I was like, why the f*** you said hamster?
That's not even funny, man.
No, it's
I
Levetsi.
thought you said.
Why are you sitting with yourself?
I thought you said. I was like, what the f***?
That's hamstring.
Levetsi's better.
Levetsi's better.
Levetsi actually looks like
got the
Levetsi.
facial hair, the hair and that, yeah.
No, that ain't it.
It was.
You know what it was?
It was.
Hey, record, man.
It's recorded.
Where's recording?
The next category is top goal scorer.
Easy.
That was easy, man. That one, I think we should be unanimous on that one.
Yeah.
No, I think it's different.
Corea.
Ya la estrella.
Tiembla, que viene cucarea. Que viene cucarea.
No.
That's how he does it, bro.
He loves Spanish at any point, yeah.
That's how he does it,
You're cold. You memorized the whole thing. Fair play.
Did I ever watch that shit?
Yeah, that.
So many times.
That would kill me. I can't lie to you.
Does anyone have anyone but Haaland?
Nope.
I've got
Nope. I think
Yeah, he's gonna do
Live on.
free P.
Okay, what number does he end up with?
30.
That's a good one.
30 plus.
24.
I agree. I go 30 plus. 24, you say?
I think he's touching 30.
I'm gonna go with Sharks. I think about 25ish.
I'm going to go 31. Yeah.
How many did you get last season?
24
23.
or 5. I think he had a couple more than Watkins. I think Watkins finished on 20 or 9.
Yeah, 21.
21
I
side.
20.
To be fair, no, I take it back. Stop, take it back. He's got Kevin De Bruyne back.
Yeah.
I'm I changed my
Last
30,
year
I'm
he
gonna say
had
30
like
plus still.
iffy form, injury
Yeah,
issues, squad rotation
KDB
around
wasn't there.
him. I think this season he's coming
Yeah.
back.
By
He heard
himself,
a lot
yeah.
of talk.
Yeah,
Guys were trying to say
He got 27
Watkins
last year.
and Tony were better than
27. Okay, I think he touched his
Innit?
30 then.
27
Yeah,
and he's
changed.
out for like
Yeah.
a couple months.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he
30
played 31.
He's touching 30.
Yeah, he's touched
Yeah,
30. I
easy.
agree. Yeah, I take it back.
All right, Haaland. Top assister.
Good one.
I've got his partner behind him. Kevin.
Kevin. I think Kevin's time is over.
I think this will be his final season.
Final hurrah.
I think this will be his final season.
No,
you know?
he's still doing really well, but he's not going to be like
No,
the
no,
top assister, you know?
I think this will be his final season at Manchester City, and he's going to be the best player in the league. I've got him. You know what? I might as well say it. He's going to break Titi's record.
I think that
He's
year
joined his
came
record as
and
well,
went.
you know?
Yeah, he joined.
He's
that
going to
year.
make his own. He's going to say, Titi, go do your dance. He's getting 21. He's getting 21 plus.
I don't see that.
I've said it here.
I don't see that. Because De
I would
Bruyne
like
De Bruyne now is more of a goal scorer as well, you know? Like, he's not going to be
Final
like,
action.
Yeah, he's more of a goal scorer himself. So to get 21 assists, to get more than 21 assists is
No, because
it's crazy. It's a lot, especially for the kind of player that De Bruyne is now. He's going to get a lot of goals, I think. He's going to get quite a few goals.
I'm reading his
and
mind.
maybe like 12, 13 assists.
I'm reading his mind for next season. He's saying to himself, Kevin, this is my final season. Let me make it special.
You don't need to prove
I'm going
anything.
to win the
man.
league. I'm going to win the PFA. I'm going to break the top assist. I'm going to put how many assists does he have all time in the Premier League? I think he's where is he amongst like
He's
the
nowhere
list?
near gigs.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
gigs. I think he's close to someone who's
Cess, I think, is
someone
second.
that and he's going to say, you know what? Let me make this
Lampard?
an all timer, and then leave on a bang. Next season,
I think this is almost like the sweet narrative was like, you know, Tony Cruz for the Euros, Golden Boot, you know, the system.
Fairy tale.
I would love that as well. I'm not lying to you. I think it would be a great way to send Kevin off. But I think it's that ship has sailed. I think Kevin. Now he's like almost like a moments player. And I think there'll be moments where you look at him and you're like, yo, he's still got it. Yeah. But I don't know if he's going to run the team like he has maybe done in previous years. I think top assist for me, maybe a little bit biased, but James Maddison. I think he is someone who takes the set pieces, involved in a lot of the creativity at Spurs. I'm expecting, if we're going to keep playing this Irish football, for us to be scoring more goals. If we get a big number 9 in, he's going to be the one playing it up. And I think prior to his injury last year, he was in that race, you know what I mean? And then after that, he kind of withered away later on as the season went. So I'm hoping if he can maintain the standards, he should be in that race and should be a contender.
Yeah. I had a toss-up between 3 names, KDB, Trent, and Mo Salah. I think
that was one I was thinking about Salah as well.
I think I went with Mo Salah. I went with Mo Salah because I think he's, especially from last season, I think he started to become more creative, or started to create more goals. Playmaker. He's taking up more of a playmaking responsibility. I think if Darwin Núñez is going to be the guy that charges them, I'm expecting Salah to be more the creator in the side. Yeah, I still think KDB and Trent are still going to put up good numbers. Even Robertson as well. I think they're all going to still put up the numbers that they attempt to put up. But I think Salah might be the year this year where he really, really takes up on that role.
Yeah. So I thought of Mohamed, but then I thought Slot would be like.
Why does he have to call him on first name basis like you know him? You don't know him, bro. You don't know him. I said Mohamed. You know, my cousin Mohamed.
Like, this guy one day he's Arab, one day he's Spanish. Brother, you gotta pick something, man.
Mohamed, man. Mohamed. It's our brother. Mohamed Islam. Mohamed Islam, man. Mohamed. Who's Mo? Who's Mohamed? Mohamed, say it with me.
Mohamed.
Yeah. Come on. I think Mohamed. I
can see it though.
I think Arsenal will be like, brother, I think last season you did it, but I think that's why Liverpool didn't do as well last season because the goals dried up. I want you this time to be around. Forget the creating thing. We've got other players for that. Concentrate on the scoring. Leave the creating. That's what I don't see.
I can see that happening as well, yeah, potentially. But I don't know, naturally last season, I think he's slowing down. I think he's realising that he's slowing down. And I think maybe he's looking at, maybe there's other ways I can still contribute. And that's why last season he did create a lot of goals. And let's be real, he should have had way more assists had the attackers finished their chances as well.
I was going to say, bro, it's even been even like past 18 months, I would say. I remember since he came back from like that AFCON loss to Mane. Yeah. Since then, he's been kind of getting more and more into that playmaking. And I actually think it's good adaptation as you're getting older, you know, when you haven't got that burst of speed anymore. Yeah. How else can you still be effective? Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy that slowing down, which we all maybe can agree that he is, but slowing down for him was 18 goals and 10 assists last season.
Come on, man. And he's disrespecting. And I still think he's very disrespected.
In 32 games.
Very disrespected.
I think, I mean, we have 4 different players for this category.
I know for a fact.
Yeah, you probably know who I have, but I'm saying, I think it's interesting. But to be fair, I think the top assists this season will have about 14, 15, I think. And I think
no one's breaking a record.
All of them have a bit capability of getting the 14, 15.
So you've gone for?
I know. It's easy.
I hope.
Of course, go on, Faisal, say it.
Odegaard.
He plays for Arsenal.
Odegaard.
Cool. I was expecting the honorary Odegaard mention. He was what I was thinking of as well.
No, of course, Martin Odegaard. And everyone that we've said have registered a similar amount of assists last season. De Bruyne got 10. Maddison got 9. Salah got 10. Odegaard got 10. Okay. So it's similar. So it's interesting to see who outperforms. They all got the same issue, 9 or 10. Every single one of them. So it's gonna be interesting. But I don't think the record will be broken.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it'll be a 14, 15.
Ambitious.
I think it'll be a top assist will have about 14, 15. And I mean, for me, I personally think Odegaard.
Last season, Watkins won, right? 11.
I think, it was like 11. And the rest of them were like
10,
either joint second.
No, more. 13.
Was it 13?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Trippier was up there as well, but most of them were first half. Trippier went crazy first half.
He
was on track to break the record. But yeah, so I think Odegaard. I mean, our goals are a bit more spread out. We don't have like one direct goal scorer, but you know, I think he's magic player.
Whenever I hear the record, I always remember that 2-game period United fans when Pogba got that 4 goals and 1 assist.
Leeds first game of the season.
Wallahi,
this season KDB were coming for that chain. Did an assist for the
I was at that game.
who really should have broke it?
Ozil.
Ozil.
Yeah, they know
Ozil.
Ozil. By January, he had 18.
He had 18.
Giroud, man.
Wallahi.
He needed 4 more.
Giroud and Theo.
Yeah.
Giroud and Theo.
He needed 4 more.
He should have broke it. He
From,
should've
from January to May.
Fabregas
Nah,
also a
man.
similar situation. He had like by January.
I feel like it's
amount.
rightful that Henry holds that.
It should have been
Trent-
that.
I just feel it's
I thought
right.
Trent was
now.
gonna
Ozil
break
should
it.
have been the one to break it.
Ozil's, I get it,
Ozil,
you're a
yeah.
match creator,
He
but
should have been the one to break
I
it.
thought
still.
Trent was
Leave
going
it for
to
the king,
The
man.
greatest creator to grace the Premier League should have been Ozil.
Absolutely.
Kevin.
Absolutely.
No, no,
Kevin-
because
Kevin is the only one.
no, Kevin for what he's done in the.
Yeah.
I'm saying like just to step in the Premier
terms
League and
of-
step out. Just
Yeah.
like
I get what you're
as a
saying.
player to step in. If Messi won't play 2 games in the Premier League, he's the greatest player to ever step in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like Ozil's the greatest creator to
Was
step in
that-
the Premier League, not to perform in the Premier League.
Was that his first season at Arsenal or second season at Arsenal?
That was his second
Second
season.
season.
First season we had the yellow week. Second season. That's when Leicester won the league.
It was mad, yeah. You know that stretch of period, his last 2 years at Madrid and his first 2 seasons at Arsenal.
Peak.
Even
And
you
was
know,
a
no,
World
no,
Cup
no,
not
even-
sandwich in
Bro,
between that as
even
well?
Third.
bro.
He came 13, 14. Yeah, maybe 13.
No, but
yeah.
I think Ozil.
Yeah, 'cause the second season
3 years.
Sanchez
All the 3 years of his time at Madrid.
Nuts.
That's
Imagine-
Nuts.
I thought he was the best.
He was.
midfielder at one point.
He
I
was.
thought he was
I
better than
just never
Iniesta.
understood why
I
he
thought he
couldn't
was
finish a
better than
single
Iniesta
game.
at one point. That's how good he was.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember he couldn't finish a single game.
Stamina,
Yeah.
stamina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was
stamina.
smart. 70 minutes was off.
Yeah.
Never finished.
But even the way
And they had Di
Xavi
Maria
and-
there.
Yeah.
It was nice, man. It was a good time.
Yeah.
man.
But have you seen like the way Iniesta and Xavi were talking about him at that time? They were like, "Thank God that brother is out of there."
Yeah.
Like, he was giving us
Real
problems.
creator.
He was a creator, bro.
He's the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah, he was the best. I mean, for me, during that Madrid period, I can't lie to you, he was ahead,
But then
just by a bit of a margin. He was ahead.
I wish I saw him and Van Persie in the same team. Man.
Oh, that would have been yeah. You would have. I can't lie. You would have been feasting.
With this defense now.
Yeah, you would have been feasting.
Ooh, who you taking? Also Odegaard.
Knows it.
Okay.
But Odegaard's unbelievable.
Okay, in this team,
next best thing. man.
in this team, if you had a choice for this Arsenal team, Ozil or Sanchez, who you taking?
To add to this team,
Did it?
Sanchez.
That'd be
Sanchez.
Easy,
Yeah.
because we've got Odegaard.
Smart man, he knows.
Sanchez.
Because Sanchez in this
Of
team,
course.
bagging
almost the
25
missing-
man,
Yeah.
25 goal
Yeah,
man.
that's
We
it.
need
Like
that
that,
more than
yeah.
we need Ozil
Yeah.
because we've got Odegaard.
Actually, what they need.
Exactly.
It's actually
We've
what
got
they're missing.
Odegaard who
Yeah.
can do what Ozil
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Obviously not
Sanchez,
almost as
yeah,
good
yeah.
as
Sanchez was
It's
the
a
miss,
missing
it's the
piece.
base, the missing piece you need right now. And
you guys-
but he's not good for the camp. We've got a good camp. He's a bad egg.
Nah.
He was a bad egg at
I
Arsenal.
don't
I don't
know.
know.
I've heard
I
that.
felt like he was a good egg up until maybe the last year. Like he was always a selfless.
Yeah.
Like the fact
On the
how
pitch,
technically
yeah.
good. Yeah, on the pitch, I love the doggies. he did.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you're too technically
Yeah,
good to be
good
running around doing
dog
doggies,
boys, yeah,
but
yeah.
you're still there.
Yeah.
First to press,
Yeah.
last to press.
You know how for you, man?
Arteta doesn't like bad eggs, so got rid of Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Sanchez.
You know how for
man.
you, man, is the missing piece Sanchez. For them, it's missing piece Sanchez. How many pieces do you man missing?
Look at this guy. You know what I don't like? He's privileged.
That's
Rich
like 11.
kids that
All
just
11.
talking from a place of privilege, man.
11.
My brother.
Oh, 11. Wallah. Ronaldo, Tevez, Rooney. That's
They're
real.
all getting to this team.
Okay, let's be real. How many players?
Scholes, Carrick,
How
all get
many
to the team.
current players is making your 2018? Be real.
Brother, you know what you are? Yeah, shall I be real with you?
Be honest. Just answer my question.
You're basically a
Answer
spoiled
my
rich. You know what
question.
you are? You're a spoiled rich kid, yeah, whose daddy buys him everything, and then you're going around to the hood telling him, "What crepes you wearing?"
Yeah, but you're
Brother,
a
we
spoiled
work
rich-
for these
you're a
crepes.
spoiled-
We work for these
You're a
crepes.
spoiled rich
I
kid.
pay for these
No,
crepes.
no,
Your
no.
daddy gave you those crepes.
No,
Your daddy.
no. You're a
Your
spoiled-
daddy gave you.
you're a-
Oh yeah, listen, I
Shut
worked for this.
No, no,
Tell
no,
him,
no.
I worked for this.
don't fall
My
for that.
hard-earned
Don't
money.
fall. You're-
Your daddy will you.
You're-
Madrid and Lakers.
Yeah.
Madrid and Lakers.
The Lakers.
Your
No,
daddy
you're
bought
a
you that.
spoiled-
Your daddy bought you that,
Coming
man.
from you.
You're a spoiled rich
Your
kid whose dad went broke.
daddy. Your
Don't
daddy.
try it. You're a spoiled
Say that again.
Don't try it. You're a spoiled rich kid whose dad went broke. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it.
That's not true. That's not
Don't
true.
try it.
That's not true.
Don't try.
That's not true.
Don't try.
That's not true still.
What's that show? What's that sitcom? Suffolk's Creek. What is it? Schitt's Creek. That's what you
Dawson's
are.
Creek. So what about
Watch
your
Schitt's
club?
Creek.
Oh.
What about
That's
your
what you
club?
are. Huh?
What about your club?
Middle class all the way, baby.
Yeah,
And now we fell into money. Now we fell into money.
Yo, I know what you are. You're those kids that wear the fake shit. That's what you lot. Fake Gucci, fake Louis, trying to roll with them.
And you're killing Fuad, you're killing him. You're killing him.
Drink some water.
Goddamn.
Sorry, what? Oh. Please tell me you see that Drewski
Cut the
video.
records.
No. The obviously the skits.
Oh,
You
which
know that
one?
one where the guy's pretending to know that like he's boys with the rapper.
Oh yeah.
Big 4 p.m. Big 4 p.m. That's the Arsenal. With the big boys, they're trying to deal with the big boys. Hey, Bayern Munich, come here. Come here. Come here. You're not that guy, man. You're not that guy.
So I'm the rich kid. Your dad got broke. Okay. You're middle class. Who the hell are you?
Oh my god.
Well, you want to laugh at charity? Go and laugh at poor people. Is that what you do? Is that what you do? You see, typical rich kid behavior.
Yeah, I told
They
you.
laugh at the less fortunate.
There you
They
go.
laugh
There
at
you
those
go.
in need.
Those in
You
need.
see it? Look at you.
Look at you.
Typical silver spoon spoiled brat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you got a TV head. Little buzz. Yeah. God don't like ugly. Yeah. That's why he made you ugly.
Crazy.
You see it?
You're rattled.
Handsome.
You're rattled.
Handsome. Ugly.
You're rattled.
Yeah. Look at that. You handsome. Ugly. Yeah. That's like you can win with Madrid. You can win like when you're ugly in life. Yeah. Your soul is ugly.
This guy's been dying all episode, bro.
Man.
This guy's been dying all
I hate
episode.
this guy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
There's no need for that.
Oh,
There's
my
no need for that.
days. Oh
This
my
might be
days!
for
Alright,
last
this
episode,
I'll
mate.
be real, G. This might be my favorite episode ever. Wallahi. I'm generally speaking, this might be my favorite episode ever. You know?
Oh god.
Oh
Alright.
my
Well,
God.
let's get through these last few categories. All right. Let's get through the last few categories.
Oh my days!
Right now we have the 5%ers. We're still not got to the 1% yet. So 5%ers, if you're still here,
Big up,
let us
man.
know
Real ones.
if you appreciate the show going left or if you're trying to hear the rest of the category. We've got a few left. We'll rattle through them. Don't worry. PFA Player of the Year. Player of the
You
Year.
guys are killing me today. You guys are killing me today. I said to you.
I think
bro.
easily Ireland again. I think considering if I'm predicting that he's going to score the 31 goals or whatever, come back with a vengeance tour,
Yeah.
City go on to win the title, he's going to be the biggest. Cog
Makes
in it.
sense with your predictions.
Yeah.
It's not my prediction.
Okay, me, I've gone for William Saliba. Saliba.
Ooh, a centre back.
Centre back. Yeah, I
it's
think.
been done.
I
Van Dijk's
think.
done it. Van Dijk's done it. Vidic has done it back-to-back years.
And the reason why I say it is
Their
I think
teams went on
yeah.
to.
Yeah, I'm saying he has
Yeah.
Arsenal in the league.
I have Arsenal to win the league, remember? So I think I'm gonna go with Saliba because I think the biggest reason why Arsenal will win this season is because of your defense.
Yeah.
I think your defense will be like Sir Alex, the great Sir Alex said. Defense is what wins you league, and I think your defense is gonna eventually be the reason why you win the league if you do win it. And I think it's only right that your best defender, who when
Yeah, even last season, man of the match at Anfield, Old Trafford, and and Etihad, right?
Yeah. So I see.
If he strings those kind of performances, exceed the amount of goals we exceeded last season or less, and we win the league, then it makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for William Saliba. I think because
big
picking
goals,
out a single attacker and Arsenal to win it, I think it's hard. I think a lot of them will throughout the season contribute. You'll have Trossard doing this thing. You'll have Havertz at times. You'll have Saka, Odegaard and Martinelli, wherever. So it's but I think your in terms of your defense, I think you've seen it with the last season. The standout performer every single time always is Saliba.
William.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense. Oh, another shout as well could be Declan as well. Declan's another outside shout. But I'll say Saliba though.
It's kind of crazy that you mentioned the Sir Alex quote. I said the same thing and people laughed at what like.
So what'd you say?
I said the same thing.
Defense wins titles. That's a common thing.
Flirting, harassment.
Wait, yeah. You can say the same thing, but it gets received differently, man.
You're ugly. I told you. I told him.
He's on you. He's so on you.
I've got Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Same for what you
Farewell
said.
tour, yeah.
It's in line with what you said. You said they're going to link, but you also said he's having the best season. You already gave us the reason why I think it's going to win player of the year.
I think
You had a whole segment where you went on about how big of a season you think he's going to have.
Final
So
match,
it makes sense. And obviously I've got Odegaard as well. I think I'm predicting a huge season for him this season. I think last season he had a big season as well.
15-15?
Unbelievable. That'll be amazing. 15 and 15 will be amazing. Double-double. That's a comfortable double-double. I just have a good feeling about him, man. And obviously he spent pre-season with the squad. He was there. Not everyone was there, but he didn't have a Euros, so he was there. And I don't know. He looked right. He looked right. There was, there was an event we went to, spoke to him a little bit. He's got a goatee now. He's got a new goatee. He's put on some muscle.
Yeah.
Last season,
He's
he
watching
looks.
KDB tapes.
He looks not. He looks right. No, he
Yeah.
looks like a man now.
Yeah,
you know?
with a beard.
He's not.
KD come back with a little beard.
Yeah,
got a
bro.
little swole,
He looks right. You know, he looks
with the long
good.
hair as well.
he knows
Yeah,
what
he
he
does the hair flicks as well.
Yeah.
He does the
That's
hair
what he
flicks.
needs to do.
He does a hair flick. So I got Odegaard. I think, like and I also said, I think he's getting the most assists in the Premier League next season. I think he's gonna show up in the big games. He did a lot more last season. He's gonna carry. I think he's gonna carry us forward, and we're gonna see his armpits at the end of the season. In May.
Crazy way of saying lifted the trophy, but
Listen, Ren said,
take
to
it.
me, Ren said to me he wants to see armpits this season. He wants
Yeah.
nothing else but to see armpits from Arsenal. So
Nice little fetish.
we're gonna see Odegaard's armpits this season,
That's
and
fetish.
he's gonna carry us.
make or break.
Fetish.
This is make or break.
Exactly, and he's gonna be the guy that's gonna lift the trophy for the first time since it was done in 04. So I think he'll get it, and he'll top it off of Player of the Season.
Oh, that makes 20 years.
big kids.
20 years
Oh,
apart.
it's over 20 years.
Exactly.
now,
Nah, it'll be this year would have been 20 years.
21, yeah.
324. So next 21.
That's why this year they had like the gold trims and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
This,
It was-
if they wanted this, it would have been
Yeah, but
special.
it was
it
an
would have been
anniversary
special.
of the
Yeah.
Invisible season, so it was gold, isn't it?
That's why if you won it this year, it would have been.
Yeah, it would
it
have been.
would have been special. But
Yeah, well, at this point, who cares? We shouldn't win it. Liverpool won it. COVID, they had no crowd. They don't care. They won it. You know. They won it. Oh, you've passed it. Have you passed a decade now? You passed a decade. So you're coming towards us. Yeah. I think it'll take you 2 decades. As well.
Hey, the amount of streets United have caught.
no, it's fine. You know
In
why?
conversations that have nothing
No,
to
listen,
do with them
you know
today.
what's crazy? At the end of the day, Ten Hag, 2 trophies in 2 seasons. My brother been chasing since 2020. Last 4 years, nothing to his
What's
name.
that, FA Cup?
When was that? 2020 as well.
Yeah. So why is there nothing? his name?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay,
So we're hiding facts.
Last 3 years then. Last 3 years. I'll
hiding
switch it
facts
up. I'll
then.
switch it up.
We're
Last
hiding
3 years.
facts.
2 trophies, 2 seasons. Tell your
He's
boy
been there
step
for
up,
3
man.
seasons. Why are you minusing a season?
Who?
Ten Hag has been there 3 seasons or 2.
Two.
It feels like he's been for longer. That's how shit is.
That makes sense. Yeah, because he's been in it for so long. 2 years. That's because your agenda's tricking you. Your
I
agenda's
don't have an
tricking
agenda
you.
against him. I want him to stay. I like
Your
him.
agenda's tricking you.
He used to
2
manage my
trophies
team.
in 2
He used
seasons.
to manage
3
Utrecht.
finals. Yeah.
He's managed FC Utrecht, bro. I like
Tell
him.
your manager, your Brendan Rodgers, the Spanish ones. Tell him to
Young Player of the Year.
Young Player of the Year.
I think I've got the
quickly.
most exciting one.
I've got
I'll go first.
Actually, do it.
I've got Harvey Elliott.
Good shout. I like that one.
I've got.
What a player, man.
What a player.
Only
Tell me
21.
more.
I think you guys. I think you guys need.
Relax. Calm down. He said Harvey Elliott. He hasn't even given his reasoning as to
No,
why.
that's what I want to cut him off.
Control your load.
I want to cut him off.
Bro just wants to just dispose all over the table. Breathe, brother.
No. I want to cut him
Compose
off. I want to
yourself.
cut him off. You guys, how long have we been doing this? How long have you guys been watching the Prem? You guys know these awards don't go to the players that you think are deserved. It goes for the players who's 24, 25 and still get it. Like the Sakas, the Phil Foden, the Cole Palmers. Let's be real. One of either the big players, either Saka, Foden, Cole Palmer, whatever, someone in the big team will get it. The Harvey Elliott's, whoever you're going to be saying.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
They're
that.
going to get
You
it.
don't know who
my
I'm going to say.
player, because you guys should know the rules. These are the rules. I've got Cole Palmer winning a back-to-back because the awards are shit, the criteria is shit, but they're going to give it to those players. Cole Palmer's gonna
Who's the
win.
last back-to-back winner?
Cole Palmer's young. He's 22. no?
Who's the last back-to-back winner?
Yeah, Cole Palmer fits in the category though.
For Foden won a back-to-back act when it was.
So you think Palmer's going to replicate what he did last year?
He thought he did something.
I
Blood thought he did something.
Can I not ask any? Can we not ask a question on the podcast? Guys get defensive over questions.
Okay, Cole Palmer's going to win again, back-to-back.
You think he'll
Because
replicate
these
what he did
criteria
last
are
year?
shit. And let's be real.
Well, he's got Chelsea finishing pretty high, no?
Yeah.
This guy's brain today.
Yeah.
I think
Who's yours? Who's yours?
Oscar Bob.
Oscar Bob's not a bad shot, I can't lie.
Yeah, you want to
Oscar
talk
Bob's
shit
not a bad
now?
shot. It's not a
Because
bad
what
shot.
I've been seeing in pre-season, that brother is cooking something mean this year. And as you said, the wing positions are up for
He's got to
grabs.
be a regular starter
You got
for him to get it, though.
Savinho,
Yeah.
you got Doku, but I think he will be the one that is consistent. Because even last year when he came in, I thought he was quality. And I think he's almost been waiting to break out. It's like Foden when he first came through.
Yeah.
You saw that kind of every
Progression.
season you're getting a little bit more. This is the season I think Pep unleashes him, and I think he's a special player, honestly. He's, 21 as well? So he's on that cusp of age that you're talking about. So Oscar Bob for me. City will win the title. He'll play his part. He'll work his magic.
Okay.
Liban?
That's cute. Liban.
It's only one man.
You know, I hear it.
Kobe Mainu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe Mainu, man. I think obviously it was a bit disappointing for him that he only ended up playing for us from like December. And you saw the impact he had in the team. I think he was one of the biggest turning points in our season. For his age, 18 years old, to have that impact and that level of responsibility and carry yourself the way he has in terms of his performances, his maturity, his understanding of the game. I think it's been a long time since I've seen a talent like that at United.
Do you reckon maybe Garnacho stands a better chance?
Yeah, I think
Being a more forward, potentially.
Yeah.
Let's say he ups his GA from this year. It could have been. I could have said Garnacho easily. There's I had quite a lot of players. I even thought about Oscar Bob as well. Yeah.
But I just think because Garnacho will be competing with other players for his position, there might be times where he might be a bit off form, and then somebody else comes in. And Garnacho, I want to see that consistency from him. And I think if he does get the consistency and hits double digits, then he's definitely in contention for it. But I think Kobe, he will be a certified starter. He will be, and I'm confident that he'll be a consistent performer for United. And if United do have a really good season, then he will be most likely one of the standout players. And then
that's a good
When's
potentially
the last time someone outside the top 8 won Young Player of the Year?
Top 8, yeah.
I was asking.
Good question. We're asking questions on the podcast.
We're asking questions.
Again,
It's
it's
a
just, you
podcast,
know what
no?
it is? It's just a rich kid just chatting loads because he's
Can we not ask questions?
My dad knows people.
Why
He's got that energy. He's got that energy.
Why defensive?
My dad's got full cards, you know. My dad's got full cards,
Why
you know.
defensive? Why defensive?
Yeah.
I'm asking a simple question, bro.
You know my dad knows everyone in the city, yeah?
Why
I don't
defensive?
care.
Why
I
defensive?
don't
I'm asking
care.
a simple question.
Listen, we don't
You mean
care. We don't
defensive?
care
Alright,
about you.
next category.
Yeah, please. Thank you, Sharky.
Next
Thank you.
category.
defensive.
Come on,
Yeah,
we've
next one.
got three more quickly we're going to do. Next one, most improved player. It's not an award. It's not an official award, but for
most
us.
improved player.
I've
Just
gone
names.
with Marcus Rashford. I think Bar was on the floor last year, so anything is pretty much an improvement.
Marcus
But I think
Rashford
looking
getting
at
the most
Xerxes,
improved award, almost 300 appearances in, is crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Believe it or not, sometimes you can dip and you must seek the
2024.
improvements.
And it's not a bad shout because I can't lie to you. When he does have a bad season, the next season tends to be good. So it's not a bad
I
shout.
can see that
It's
25
not a bad
plus
shout,
GA
yeah.
type season.
He's that
Yeah.
kind of player. He should be getting that at this stage of his career.
He should be
26,
consistent.
26-ish.
Yeah.
This much experience and the kind of quality of player he is when he's firing, he should be consistently getting 20 Premier League goals a season.
Yeah.
He should be.
Yeah. I agree.
So,
But will he?
That's the question.
Well, shit, we don't know. We just have to wait and see.
But listen, if he starts now, he's only 26. Starts now, and for the next 5 years he gets 20 plus goals in a row. He can easily become one of all-time greats. And by the time he's 31, 32, he can still rectify himself.
How many goals has he got United all time? Has he broken the 100 yet?
He's not
He's not
far
in
off.
100 league goals club.
He's not far off though.
But I don't think he'll be far off. He's got a lot of appearances.
I think
He's been there for a while.
He's got 80 something goals, I think.
I remember him and Martial always
Is it
getting
80 Prem or is it 80 all comes?
Let me
80
double
Prem.
check.
80 Prem.
83 Prem.
Yeah, 83 Prem.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so he's like he could potentially get 100 being if he
This
does
season-
this
this
does
season,
well.
if
He
he
could do
does
well,
his
yeah.
thing, yeah.
He could be in it.
For me, if he doesn't, that's a disappointment. Like this season.
I think he will.
I've got Enzo.
Mm.
And I think not because of Chelsea. I think because of the whole situation, what's happened.
Aye.
Most improved player because he's racist.
Because he's racist, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Most improved racist, yeah. That's it. Most improved racist.
racist. He's just a normal person.
no.
Most improved racist. Okay, first. Most improved racist. Yeah. Because he's racist, he might improve as a person. I get it. He might improve as a person. Yeah. He might change his racist ways. I clocked it. Yeah. First.
No, the thing is, we didn't say that until he's open of because of the situation.
Yeah, what situation?
What's that got to do with me, the most improved player?
Why are you guys assuming I'm talking about that situation? I'm talking about Chelsea's situation, the midfield situation, Lavia and Caicedo. You guys are bad-minded. Man.
Yeah, right.
You guys are bad-minded.
right.
You guys are bad-minded. You guys are bad-minded. Man. Yeah, but not on the road. I think because of how last season ended and all the injuries and people saying, I don't think he belongs in Chelsea, sell him X, Y, and Z, and Lavia coming in Caicedo with a new manager, I feel like he needs to step up. I think
Okay, no, there is jokes. We made jokes, but it's genuinely a serious thing of how will his teammates take to him? Like, has any, they came out.
true.
Yeah,
So is he even going to be welcomed in the squad fully enough then for them not only to be a regular player, to be the most improved player in the whole Premier League?
I think
there's still gonna be steps to be made in
I
terms
think-
of
I think he
the
knows.
squad, the French players in the squad, all of that stuff. Of course, that's a factor.
I saw a picture that come out where he took a picture with all the French players.
Did he? Did he have a baby as well? Was he holding the baby as well?
You know, I got black friends.
Yeah, literally, wallahi, literally.
Man said in training, hey lads, come quick.
No.
I need
For
it
my
for the
PR,
PR.
for the PR, yeah.
Chelsea's not dumb. I'm sure Chelsea.
Wakanda pose.
Chelsea
He's
are
an
not
asset.
dumb.
He's expensive. So
Let's be real, yeah. They signed of 100 million. Jokes aside, yeah.
of course.
They signed of 100 mil. Chelsea not dumb. Chelsea had a chat with him. Most likely, they apologise for the whole situation. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I'm sure this season they're not going to let last season repeat what happened last season. I'm sure this season they're going to tell him, yo.
Was Lissandro in the bus?
Yeah, but I'm his lawyer though. I'm his lawyer. So all I know is
was Romero there?
No. Listen, look. But the thing is though, from what I've heard, yeah.
Check the video.
No, but from what I've heard,
what's crazy
Look,
though?
but you're saying video. I've got sources though.
No. You know what's crazy?
Lissandro and Garnacho were telling people stop singing it. So they're a good hand. They're good people. They're good people, man. They're good people.
Good lawyer.
I don't know about Romero though.
No, don't do that. Don't do it. Romero's one of them as well.
Yeah, I think it was. I can find out from my sources, but I'll confirm for you.
The West Ham signing, Guido,
Yeah.
number 18.
Yeah.
You don't want to go check those tapes again. Go see who was sat next to Enzo. Bro, I ain't gonna say too much. Guido.
Yeah, see? There we go, man.
Enzo took the rap.
Yeah, Enzo took the rap,
Yeah,
but
he
there's a
took
lot
the
of them. There's a lot of voices,
A lot
bro.
of them,
The
man.
hell of voices.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have Enzo. Interesting. To be most improved player in the whole Premier League, fair enough. I've got Darwin Núñez. I think. Why is that funny?
Darwin
I've got
Núñez.
Liverpool coming third.
To be fair,
I've got Liverpool
I
coming
hear it.
third. I think Slot
How
might
many
get the
goals
best out
did
of
he
him.
score? How many goals did he score last season?
So you think this is the year?
Hey, he had double, I think, last season. Yeah,
No. But he had 11 goals, one more than Højlund.
Oh, that's not an achievement, like.
One more than Højlund.
That's not an achievement.
Yeah, but
brother.
you're using Højlund as a punchline. That was you.
I'm just saying, 20 years old, first season in the Premier League.
So what do you reckon number-wise? What does he get?
I'm just saying.
in the league.
Goals?
15.
Yeah, 15, 16.
He scored 11 goals last season.
15, 16 with 7, 8 assists. Maybe 10 assists. He gets a lot of assists.
What's that again? How many?
Yeah.
I need 20 plus, man.
17 goals, 10 assists.
I'll take that.
And they come third. And it's not just the goals and assists, of course. His role and how good he's in the team. It's not just the goals and assists. You know, like if Gakpo's firing, Salah's firing, but he's also like, you know, and Slot's found this new revolutionary way of playing that front three. And I mean, obviously we've been waiting for him to kick off for like three seasons ish. But if I got Liverpool coming third, you know, and him under a new manager,
sense.
Do you know who I'm surprised you didn't go
and
for?
it's an improved player thing, so it needs to be a player which has got potential but just hasn't.
Of course.
I'm surprised you didn't go for Jesus. He's the one I'm like, bro, you're
Because
the line.
Because I look at him,
Yeah.
You just
it's
need-
weird. No, I
like,
agree.
He
because
is one I'm like,
I
bro,
look at him like
could-
he's already sick. That's why it's my problem.
Bro, yeah. I look at him, I'm like, there's a world-class player in there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just waiting to break out. But when is it coming? And we waited
Yeah,
4
but-
years
but-
at City.
yeah,
We've
but
seen
he's
2
two
years at Arsenal
we've
now.
seen
We've seen
glimpses.
phases. We've seen
Yeah,
phases.
we've
Bro,
seen
It's
glimpses.
so annoying.
But he's world class in different attributes, not the main attribute which they need, bro. He's not world class in scoring.
I think, listen, he has one of them
He's unbelievable.
18, 19 goal seasons.
Yeah.
The whole way you look at
You
him
can,
changes.
you can have an
Let's-
18 goal season.
Let's not
Never.
even forget,
You
yeah,
can.
Never.
Van Persie.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, Van Persie. Yeah.
Before Van Persie had that final Arsenal year, he was seen as this frail, flimsy winger, technically very good, but can he be relied upon?
His last 2 seasons.
His last two seasons
Last
at
two
Arsenal,
at
sorry,
Arsenal
yeah.
and his first two at United.
first two at United. Whew, different game, but that was as soon as the goals came. I feel like Jesus can have that type of reputation change, if you like, of, you know, oh, is he kind of that guy to one season of 19 goals in the Premier League? And I think,
That could change his
You know
perception.
why? You know why I don't think so.
and get that Hendrick out of here, man. Brazil needs that number 9, bro.
You
Yeah.
know what I think? You know, I think Arteta's too
You
into
don't want to talk about
habits.
Hendrick, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about it.
Uh,
Stop it.
Arteta's
Coming for him, boy.
I don't care if he's 16 as well, you know. I don't care if he's 16 as well.
Arteta's too into habits. I don't think
I
he will-
be honest, doesn't he look like a star player?
He does.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they
he
took that
does,
last
yeah.
episode, bro. I swear.
He's too into habits that I don't think he will drop habits and play Jesus. I don't think he'll play him on the left hand side.
I think if Havertz goes through a dry spell and Jesus capitalizes,
No,
Why not?
Arteta's too stubborn. But even if Havertz goes on a 10-game drought, no goals, he'll still play him because he paid.
the other thing as well, I think you said it earlier as well. I don't know why Arsenal aren't playing Jesus more out wide.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, I think he can be effective from them positions, and even if he gets goals from there, get your goals. But
Yeah.
for me, if I was Arteta, I would almost make that my personal coaching mission. This season, I want goals from you. I don't care about your dribbles. I don't care about your link-up play. Get in that box. You remember, like, Skinhead Rooney?
Yeah.
When Fergie said, enough of the dropping deep shit.
Yeah.
I know you can win
Yeah.
tackles. I know you can play football. Get in that box and score me goals, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
You know he hated that, by the way.
That's the
He
season.
hated it,
Yeah.
but he scored like
Yeah.
30 goals in a season, bro. He was
Yeah, yeah,
ridiculous.
He needed
Yeah.
it, bro. And I
Yeah.
feel like
That's
that's
a good
almost
one.
what
That's a good
Arteta
one.
needs to
Yeah.
do. Jesus to
Yeah.
shit.
Who do you guys have most improved player?
So no, he said it already.
Enzo. Everyone say this.
Yeah.
I haven't said mine.
Rashford,
Someone hasn't.
Enzo. You
haven't yet.
Yeah.
Yes,
You said it.
Mine is the boy Emil Smith Rowe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going with him. Because of the fact that obviously he's been fringe at Arsenal for a while now. We know there's a special player in there. We know what he's capable of. I think I'm a fan of Emil Smith Rowe. I think he's
Probably
a
De
top
Bruyne.
player. So I
Saved
think
Arteta's job.
Huh?
Saved Arteta's job, right?
Saved Arteta's job. Arteta's probably the reason why he's still at Arsenal is down to him and Saka.
say
And I think
he did.
Arsenal
fans
that
will tell you.
beginning of the season.
No,
Where you man lost
the
the
season,
3 games.
Two
Yeah,
seasons
yeah.
ago.
Where you man lost the 2-3
He
games.
kept coming off the bench and scoring every game.
yeah.
Scored about. He's like our top scorer. He's like second top scorer.
Yeah. And it took
Very
him only
important,
7
scored a lot of
minutes to score his first goal for Fulham. 7 minutes in, already bagged his first goal.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be a very, very important player for Fulham this coming season. And I would not be surprised that he, kind of like what Cole Palmer did with Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea not as big as Fulham,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
have that sort of level
I
of
agree.
impact. Yeah, you agree, yeah?
No, you said Chelsea's not as big as Fulham. I agree.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Chelsea are not as big as Fulham.
That's what you said.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Fulham not as big as Chelsea. But yeah, I mean, the first statement can be true as well. But
Chelsea's in Fulham border anyways.
yeah, it is Fulham with that.
So
Hiding-
they're literally in the
hide-
area called Fulham.
Fulham, and not only that, their stadium is just in the middle of nowhere.
For real. I was
You
going
just come out, you got another
to
stadium
knock
there.
for a friend that's in a random street and I see the stadium.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You come out the station, you turn left, you're like, where is the stadium? It's hiding behind.
Nah,
the corner.
there's annoys me more. Yours is wrong. Yours is wrong, man.
I was on the high street.
Nah, but that's wrong.
Come on, man.
Because look at the street, yeah?
Yeah,
The street
I
needs
can't-
street needs work, yeah?
Listen. I can't lie to you though. You come out at Seven Sister Station, you are the amount of characters you meet. By the time, hold on.
That's
I'll
right.
be real.
Tasted
You
it,
listen,
nigga.
you
Put
come
something
out,
in the
you come,
script.
listen,
Come on.
yeah. You come out at Seven Sister Station. You're seeing about 20 different characters.
Bro,
by
I
the time
love
you get
that.
to the
Hella
stage.
I feel like
NPCs.
And then there's the multi-billion pound stadium, billion.
Yeah.
Beautiful. When that strip needs work,
Wallahi, needs work.
and then you're slapping. It's like slapping the face to everyone in Tottenham, bro. It's like,
I'll be real with
bro,
you.
it doesn't.
There's
It's not
brothers-
right.
there's
It's
people
not
in
right.
Bridges in the
Listen,
brokest area.
Wallahi, it's crazy.
It's not right, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're
Nah,
doing
listen, man.
doing that Beyonce concert and then brothers outside saying, I need food. That's not right, man.
We need some gentrification.
That's not
man.
right. I lie. That's not right, man.
Like your one's any better.
Wallahi,
anyway,
that's-
man.
Yes, ours is nice.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's out
Yo,
the way.
No, but you know what is there? Theirs is
Out
like
the way, though.
Just because they're a little bit close to King's Cross.
no,
Yeah.
no,
And we know what King's Cross is like. All of a sudden now, we respect where Arsenal's in Islington. Do we remember what Islington is?
To be fair, Fuizzi and Specs live there.
on,
Wallahi.
come on.
Fuizzi and Specs live there. Wallahi.
Fuizzi, Specs,
Next to
look
go,
what's
like, I hear it. Wallahi.
And
And Mercer
Oh
also,
my
like,
God.
I hear it.
Stay in it. Oh, get out of here, man.
I'm just saying.
Just say that.
I'm
I hear
just
it. I
saying.
hear it. I hear it.
Lose the track. Oh, cool. So you have Smith.
So I
for
have Smith Rowe. Yeah, I think he's
Cool.
gonna have a good season. And I
final
think,
two categories: best manager of the season.
I've got Ange.
Ange,
Pep Guardiola.
Pep,
Mikel if he wins the league.
Mikel if he wins the league. Yeah, same. Obviously, I've Arsenal in the league, so Mikel. If not Arteta, I'm gonna go with Onslaught. First season at Liverpool, competing for coming third.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll have some performances, but for me, man that wins the league, first league for Arsenal, they're going to give it to him automatically if he wins the league. So Arteta. Why Ange quickly? You had him in third, right?
Third,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Manager of the year for third.
I don't think the gap between 1, 2, and 3 would be massive.
Really? So you think Spurs not only will come third, will be challenging with
I think-
Arsenal City?
I think
Even
that-
he doesn't think that.
I think
What squad? What signing did
Wallahi,
this team?
Ange hype, man.
I
Wallahi, I'm
think-
tired
I
of the Ange
personally
hype.
think there'll be.
I don't
Do you know what it is, yeah? I'll be listen. Wallahi, Ange hype, man.
I
It's
think-
because he's funny in the press conferences. He's banterish and he has a good sense of humor. He's got the accent as well. Yeah, he's cute. Whatever it is you want to say, Bro, I'm
Bro,
tired
it's
of
not
Ange
my.
Hyde, man.
Hold on.
Ange
Why
Hyde,
did you say Ten Hag
wallahi.
is manager of the year?
Ange,
He finished 8th last season. Top 4. Top 4. That's top 4. Top 4.
See, I told you guys, rich kids, they're just
Top
bullies.
4.
Rich kids are just
Top.
bullies.
Wait, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
bullies, you
Am
know
I
that.
wrong?
Wait, you didn't even say Ten Hag manager.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He's just saying stuff.
No.
Yeah.
He said he
You
talking
were
about
right.
Ange. He talking about
You were right, you were right.
Ange. Why are you not saying Ten Hag? For 8th to 4th, that's an improvement.
Oh, actually, you know what? To be fair, he was right. You're ugly. So move on. Next award.
come back.
Final one.
No, come back.
Final one. First manager to get sacked.
Russell Martin, Southampton gaffer.
Okay.
Russell Martin.
That's someone. Who did that?
Sounds like a Formula One driver.
That wasn't he. That's George Russell. That's one.
Oh.
Steve Cooper. I said.
Wait, what?
Where's he at now?
You mean Nuno Espirito Santo at Forest?
No, he's somewhere else. Where's he at now? He's a new Leicester
he's
manager.
at Leicester, isn't he? Yeah.
What the
You know what? You know what?
They laughed at you. They laughed at you.
You're like ugly. You're like ugly.
They laughed at you.
Today, me and you were beefing.
They laughed.
Listen.
They laughed at
Is
you.
it?
They laughed.
Shut up, man. Yeah. But now you trying to get on with me, low key though. You trying to get onto me there, though. But yeah, Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer,
Listen, it's because you cuss at Ange. Come on, man. We're level now.
I've got his replacement at Forest. I think Nuno's getting sacked first.
Okay.
I hate that.
Oh, same.
No.
Yeah, same.
Damn.
You're not in good company.
No, you're right though. You are right. Hold on. Why said that for, man? Why said that?
I'm just saying.
That's Hassan we just did it. That's so Hassan.
I don't want to shout him.
You're right though.
I'm right.
It will happen.
No, I'm not right.
It will happen.
Can I change my mind? Can I change it? Can I change it?
You're Hassan. That was cold.
Can I change it?
No, that was cold. Wallah, that was so cold.
It will happen.
I want to change. I want to change.
Only reason why I said Steve Cooper because I feel like they
We don't
settled.
care. We don't care. We don't
To be fair,
You got me.
Shut the hell up.
Got me.
Shut the hell
that's for the
up.
1%, guys.
This guy is... The thing is, yeah, he actually thought we would listen to it.
You gotta punch him up, I said. No, you have to punch him up.
No, you know what's funny? He actually said the reason why, wallahi, we don't care. Wallahi, none of us cares. Wallahi, shut the
You know
hell
this
up.
is what happens. You know this is what happens.
Wallahi, shut the hell up.
All right, guys. We're gonna leave it
Hey,
at
no,
that.
you know what happens. You know what happens.
Shut up, man.
When you give Levensi too much food.
Wallahi.
Like, this is
And
what happens.
wallahi,
This is what happens.
even your
When you give
students don't care.
Levensi too much food, this is what happens.
Even your students don't care.
guys.
Wallahi,
This is what happens, man.
your students don't care as well. Wallahi.
Guys.
Come on, you got me.